Good morning, good morning, good morning. That is our brand new intro for 2022. Do you like it? Do you like it? It is all technologically and like modern and everything. So I've been playing around with new idents. You would have seen on YouTube and on Facebook that our logo has changed for 2022 as well. Good morning, Eddie. How are you, Mr. You're a good boy. Yuck. No more, no more, no more kisses. Thank you very much. So yes, good morning, everybody. YouTube is going to be sending out notifications very, very, very soon. So this is just really for the replay crew. So good morning to the replay crew. If you are here as part of the replay crew, shall we have the doggy emoji in the chat, please, for today? If you're here as part of the replay crew, pop the dog emoji in the chat, because we've got Mr. Eddie sat next to me. I've got the girls just sat here. So as always, the usual disclaimer is in place. You're going to hear dog noises today. If that is a problem, please click on somebody else's stream or click on another video, because our fur babies are our babies. It just happens that our children have fur and four legs. So I wouldn't ask anybody with children to say, shut up. So again, if it's a problem, honestly, no issue whatsoever. I won't hold a grudge if you have to click off this one. I've got misophonia, so I know how annoying some of these noises can be and how triggering they can be. So if that's you, please feel free to click off. But for everybody else, welcome to today's Coffee and Makeup. Good morning to Nanette. Good morning to Katrina B. Oh, look at that with the dog emoji straight away. Look at that. Oh, good morning. Nanette says, good morning, Lisa. I'm burning your shop's candle and it smells great. Yay. Kirsty makes those. They're fantastic, aren't they? They are such good quality. They really, really are. 100% beeswax, 100% organic, 100% natural, all natural scents or flavorings, I always say. But you know what I mean? The smelly stuff. Absolutely wonderful. They're so good. And the little plastic pots, I can't remember whether you got the tea lights, but the little plastic containers are biodegradable as well, and they are reusable. So if you use them up, you can always like stick your own wax in them, or whatever you can do with them. They are reusable, so that's fantastic. Yeah, and I hope you're doing well as well, my darling. So yes, I think notifications are just popping out. We seem to have a few people here live. I will be playing the intro again in a little bit, because as I was saying, we've got all new branding now for 2022. I have been getting my creative designer hat on, and I have been doing some new stuffs. So we've got new logos, new branding. So you will be seeing an awful lot of, oh, I've just realized, is it this one? I tell you what, I don't even know whether this is going to be the right one. Let's see. You'll be seeing a lot of this. That is our brand new logo, our brand new design. Crisp, nice, crisp, clean, very, 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 for us, very modern. We've got business cards coming and everything, absolutely everything. It's going to be fantastic. So yes, 2022, we are hitting the ball rolling. Hitting the ground running or getting the ball rolling, whichever way. Oh, thank you, Nanette. I've got to say, I love Kirsty's candles. They are absolutely amazing, and the wax melts as well. They really, really are. But anyway, good morning, everybody. We are going to be doing some makeup today. I do have my coffee. I've been dead posh this morning. Look, are you ready? By the way, you're on a different angle today as well, so it's all a little bit better. I've got a separate, my laptop is down here, you're on a separate camera and everything. I know, right? Professional YouTubers here. Let's see how long that lasts. But also, it means I can press the button on the mouse that I keep clicking back, and it doesn't disrupt the stream. So that's what we're doing that for. But look at my coffee. I've got a cappuccino frothy coffee thingy. So nice. I got the frother out this morning and everything. I was like, oh yes, let's do that. I've got my backup coffee ready to go. Today's stream is going to end about 1:30. Because we are heading off today. We've got to go to B&M. We're getting some stuff for a Slimming World giveaway, a dieting, healthy living giveaway. So if you are on this channel because you like Slimming World content, then stick around, because we are going to be doing a giveaway, possibly this week, or it might launch on Wednesday coming. And basically what that is going to be is it's going to be a whole bunch of gadgets and gizmos and things suitable and ideal for people starting a new diet, food optimizing, healthy eating, whatever it is. So if that is you, we will be doing that coming up. So yeah, there'll be scales and like spoons and things and all sorts of things. We might even do a meal planner thing, all sorts of bits and bobs in there. It looks good, my coffee. Thank you. It does. It's so delicious. It is so delicious. In fact, a few people have asked what coffee it is that I drink, and I think it should be down in the description box. So if anybody's interested, there is a coffee company called Pact, and they are like better than fair trade. They pay better than fair trade prices. They work with small independent growers across the world. The coffee is absolutely delicious. It literally, like the day before it comes to me, is when it's like ground and roasted. So it's super, super, super fresh. It's amazing. And I've been subscribed to this one for probably over a year, 18 months. And it's, oh, I love it so much. And I get a delivery every 16 days, I think it is, or 17 days. So like shy of 3 weeks, just over 2 weeks. Sorry, I've hit my nose today and it's really annoying me. I'm not picking my nose. I've just bashed my nostril just before coming on. So yeah, and it is really, really good quality coffee. I love it. And if you want, there is a discount code down below off your first subscription. If you want to take that up, you don't have to. And for disclosure, I get a discount as well. So if you buy a subscription, I get a little discount off my next order as well. But anyway, I'm not doing it for that. I'm just doing it because, as you all know, I love my coffee. So I am just going to be double checking here on the tablet if I can work out how to do this, just to make sure that notifications have gone out, and just to yeah, so notifications, it looks like notifications have gone out. Let me just double check on the thing. So yes, anyway, I hope you are all well. This is the first, is this Eddie, what have you got? You've just got a bone. It's all right. It's just a bone. Panic over. Panic over. Let me. How can I? Sorry, everybody. Let me just double check. I'm just checking whether I have things on. Do I have the things on? Where's today's stream? I can't even find what I'm looking for on my on the thing. That's not good, is it? I'll tell you what. Let's do it from here. So yes, everyone, we are going to be doing some makeup today. I have a load of budget makeup today. I mean, like super budget makeup. So yeah, that's going to be really cool to play with. And we are going to be drinking some coffee and generally having a chat. So have you started New Year's resolutions yet? Did anybody make any New Year's resolutions? If so, what are they and have you already broken them? Because I must admit that I very rarely these days, very rarely do I even bother making New Year's resolutions. I have got goals for this year. I really have got goals for this year. Oh, hang on. So yeah, I have got goals, and I've got goals related to YouTube. I've got goals related to my weight loss. I have goals literally across the board. I've got things that I want to achieve this year. And that's really exciting, to be fair. That is really exciting. And right, okie dokie. Let me just, why have I not got this clicked on? Let me just have a look. Oh, it is, right, okie dokie. And yeah, so there's all sorts of things that I want to do this year in terms of like the YouTubes. I've got goals on this channel and on the other channel. I have things that I want to do in terms of my weight loss. Ideally, I want to lose 4 stone this year. And that might sound like a lot, but in 6 months, I lost 2 stone with my weight fluctuating up and down. So I do really want to focus on that this year and make that a priority for me. So yes, you can't be in contact, but you're going to watch and see what you are giving away, and it can probably help. Fantastic. Well, no, actually, you can enter this giveaway. You will be able to enter this giveaway, Nanette, the Slimming Worldy one. It's not just for Slimming Worlding. Anybody who is on a diet plan or healthy eating plan, we'll make sure that anything that we're sending out is going to be able to be sent internationally. Okay, so we'll make sure that that is part of it. So probably the vegan cookbook that Slimming World have just launched because it's a brand new one. You make goals, not resolutions. I love that. I love that. Me too this year. So yeah, probably the Slimming World cookbook. That'll probably be in there. And then we're looking at getting some weighing scales and some other bits and bobs. Good morning to Byron. Good morning, my friend. Happy New Year to you. I hope you are very, very well this fine and dandy Thursday morning. So yes, we are 12 minutes in and the dogs are already snoring. As I said at the beginning, if that's going to be an issue for you, I totally understand if anybody does need to click away. But thank you so much if you do decide to stick around, because I've got to say, I loves it. I loves it, I do. Right, let me just have a look. There we go. So is that right? Yes, that's right. So yes, we have subscriber mode on and slow mode on. So if you do want to chat, you can do. You can chat in the chat. I think that makes sense. You know what I mean? You can post your comments. That'll be really lovely. What's it called? Super chats and super stickers, I think they're called, are enabled as well. So if you want to, you can, but don't feel you have to. Especially on a Thursday, it's like a nice chill out stream, this one. I am going to start with my skincare. And also this is all part of my Team Project Pam. You're in between meetings, so I thought you'd pop and say hello. Oh, thank you, my darling. I do hope you're well. We've not had a proper chat in ages. I don't know whether you're going to be around later this evening. If not, then hopefully, you know, we'll have a natter on a live sometime soon. Kirsty's back doing a live stream tomorrow evening, by the way, 8 o'clock UK time. So if that's something that you're able to pop into, feel free to pop in and come and have a natter over there if you're free and available. That'd be lovely. It's always lovely to see you, you know that. So yes, anyway, let's have a slurp of coffee. I'm enjoying this coffee so much. It is really, really nice. I think this one is supposed to be, was it a dark chocolate? I can't remember whether this was like a fruit and nut dark chocolate fruity one, or whether this was the chocolatey orangey one, but it's just got those hints of something fruity behind it. But it is super strong. Super strong. Super strong. Has anyone seen that advert on YouTube for Filmora, the editing software that I use? I don't know whether I just get it because I already subscribe. It's ridiculous, right? But it is one of those things where I get all the time, I get this advert popping up and it's all about like somebody's editing and they go, hi, I'm Super Dave. And it's so annoying because I keep hearing, instead of hearing Super Dave, I hear super gay. And it's like, what? But anyway, I hope your mum's okay, my darling. Give her all our best. And if we need to do anything on a Sunday for her, let us know. If there's any like healing energy or anything that we can send your mum's way, just let me know, my darling, and we'll happily do that on a Sunday evening for you. We're going to be doing more of that on Sundays over on the Witchy channel. So if you don't know, I've got another channel. It's called Beyond Authentic, but this time the I in Authentic is spelt with a number 1, and that is all about. It's going to be called eventually. I keep putting it off, but it's going to be called Beyond Authentic, Weird and Witchy. Weird spelt with a Y because it's about the web of weird. And that channel is all about witchy stuff. So healing, energies, tarot, all of that. We do a live stream on a Sunday evening. Where I do free tarot readings, and we're also going to do some more healing circles because that went down really, really, really well. I've had a lot of comments about that. I have got a ritual planned to do a chi refresh. So your energy is your chi, and we're going to do a regeneration, a refresh of that. Haven't been able to do it as yet because I haven't been feeling that well, but we will definitely do that. Okay, Byron, I'll tell you what, if you can drop me a message on Instagram or Facebook, just with your mum's, just the name. I don't need star sign or date of birth or anything else. Just put your just put your mum's like first and last name on, and then I will include that in what I do prior to the live stream. If I keep getting distracted, it's because Eddie is down and he's walking around and doing things and chewing stuff, and I'm just making sure he's not chewing something he shouldn't be. Eddie Munster, Mister. I don't like it when you're quiet in the corner, Mister. Come on. Come up then. Come and say hello. There we go. Look how big he's getting now. Oh, he doesn't like being held like that anymore. Do ya? He says, no, I'm not a baby, Mum. I am a big boy now. Aren't you, Eddie? You're a big boy now, aren't you? Yes. And now Ruby's going to be going, oh, I'm just getting, oh. Leave him alone. Anyway, right, let's put some stuff on my face. That's what we're going to do today. So I don't know whether anybody's seen in the description box today, but we are focusing on budget makeup for January. So budget makeup, I've just filmed a full face of Elf. That'll be going up probably on Monday for Makeup Monday. Because if you don't know as well, from 2022 for this year, we are going to be filming, or we are going to be releasing videos 4 days a week on this channel. That's the goal. So we've got Makeup Monday, which will be a recorded makeup video looking at different brands. My team Project Pan is going to be on that on a Monday. I'm going to be doing empties videos, all of that, different looks, tutorials, mini tutorials, things like that, all the way through the year. Tuesdays are Slimming World content, so that's Tasty Tuesday, and that might be a recipe. This week we've got a searching for Slimming World items in a giant Home Bargains coming up, because we went to a Home Bargains. We're also going to lots of different supermarkets to try and find Slimming World friendly items and diet items. So that's going to be on a Tuesday. Wednesdays now we do a weigh-in Wednesday, so live stream at 7 p.m. UK time each and every Wednesday evening, literally as we leave our Slimming World group. We did it yesterday for the first time. There were some issues with the what's it called, the internet connection. So we think that we should be able to leave the group, get straight in the car, and get to our front by the time we're due to go live. That's what we're going to try and do this Wednesday. So literally we'll still be in the car, we'll leave group, get straight in the car, come around here, and then we'll be able to go live and link in with our thingy here, you know, our Wi-Fi here. Good morning to Jamie Zahn. Good morning. How are you, my darling? I hope you are well. So that'll be the goal. That'll be the plan, rather, is that'll be weighing Wednesday. And then, of course, Thursday is coffee and makeup. So that is what we're going to be doing. That gives me the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, to edit videos, to put stuff together. We've also filmed 2 videos of exotic fruit. We've eaten things like a wood apple, which is otherwise called a cowbow or cowbow, not a cowbow. That's the thing, goes dong, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, a wood apple and all sorts of other exotic fruit. And Rufus might have just ordered another box of those from a different company. We've got a taste test coming up with some interesting food. It's very protein rich, very nutritious, and it is going to be the food of the future, but it might be dried crickets, or roasted crickets, or dried and roasted crickets. So yes, that's going to be a taste test. So that's going to be interesting. Nanette says, because you've just bought makeup, you're not getting rid of makeup, but you're getting rid of clothes. Fantastic. I mean, with my declutter, right, I'm going to do my skincare while we're chatting. With my declutter, I'm not decluttering for the sake of it, right? I'm not doing that whole let's just get rid of everything, let's start again. I'm not doing that. I am literally going through my collection and working out the makeup items that are either very old, or stuff that I've not used, or stuff that I don't like, or stuff that is old and I don't like, or stuff that has gone over for some reason. So that is good morning, Major. How are you, my darling? I hope you are well. Oh, Ed's here as well. Good morning, Ed. I hope you are well as well. Look at that, both popping in. You both appeared at the same time. Shall we start a rumor about this? Rumor has it. Rumor has it. What was that from? Is that Adele? Rumor has it, I don't want to room anymore. Rumor has it. See, I hear rumor has it, but in my head it goes, Simpsons did it. Simpsons did it. It's snowing there. It doesn't surprise me at all, Anita. It is bloody freezing here. It is brass monkeys. It is brass monkeys weather here. It really is. Shh, don't tell them. Do you know what? Now Ed's got his Lemmy moustache thing. He's got his mutton chops and his Lemmy. I love that photo, Ed, that you put on Facebook or Instagram. I can't remember where I saw it. It was absolutely amazing. I love it. It was so cool. I I know, right? Zipped, locked away, threw away the key. It was such a cool photo. I love it. By the way, I've got a slightly different setup. If you're just joining me today, I have the camera up here now, and I've also got my StreamYard on the laptop down here. So if I press the button and everything dies, I'll still be streaming from the other camera. So it's getting technical now. I'm trying to work out, basically, I'm trying to work out how I can have this 2-camera setup or 3-camera setup or whatever I need, so that when I do the tarot streams, I can have the second camera looking at the cards. So yeah, that's really exciting. So yeah, and so Anita, I still need to do your reading. So let me know when you is free, my darling. Nanette, you're getting rid of clothes because they don't fit you and stuff you don't like. That's fantastic. Do they, well, let's just backtrack. Do they not fit because you've outgrown them getting bigger or getting smaller? Or is it just stuff that you're like, it's kind of not my style anymore? Because I've got a whole, I mean, if you notice on this channel, I tend to wear more colors. So very weird neckline on this dress. So browns, pinks, purples, all of that. On the witchy channel, I tend to stick to blacks and purples. That tends to be what I stick to over there. So yeah, so you'll notice that on all the streams. Right, I'm putting this on my face. This is getting very, very low. Luckily, I do have the Argyle locks ready to go and replace it, but this is the ordinary Argyle line, and it is going fabulously well, absolutely fabulously well. I love what it's doing to my skin. It seems to be having a really nice effect. It's supposed to be like a Botox, but it isn't. It really isn't. It isn't anything like a Botox, but it is just something that is helping to smooth out my forehead again, just a little bit. And again, let me just see if I turn the camera off, sorry, the light off altogether. So that is what my forehead now looks like without any sort of the enhanced lighting on it. Oh, there we go. And then put the lighting back to where we were. In fact, should we go cool tone? Is that, there we go. So that's like, there we go. That's a daytime type light. And you can see my forehead is starting to look a lot bigger. I mean, a lot better. It really is starting to look like the lines are starting to ease off a little bit. And that, I think, is as a result of all of the skincare that I'm using at the moment. Nanette, you're getting bigger, and if it's not comfortable, you don't want to wear it. Absolutely. Oh, God. I mean, the thing is, these days, because there is so much fun. Oi, Eddie, stop digging your bed up. Where's your donut? I think he's looking for the donut, Nate. Where have you put your donut? Well, you've lost it, so you can find it, mate. You can find it yourself. The thing is, right, whether you're getting bigger or smaller, it's not about, I don't think it's about like body size. It's about body confidence. So whether you are a size 10 or a size 18 or a size 6 or a size 0 or a size 30, it shouldn't matter at all. Hello, my darling. It shouldn't matter at all. As long as you're sort of healthy-ish. No, stop that. Thank you. As long as you are healthy, as long as you are happy and you feel confident, then go for it. I know a friend of mine, basically she hates losing weight because it makes her hips stand out, and she doesn't like it. She really doesn't. She prefers being a little bit curvier and having a little bit more padding. And I've got to say, for me, losing weight isn't about body image or anything like that. It's all down to health. What are you doing, mister? What? Are you looking at the makeup? Don't kiss me. Are you looking at the makeup? Are you? We're going to be doing that soon. We are. He's got this habit of giving you kisses on the lips. Not nice. Ed, that makes sense, Nanette. It does, doesn't it? And again, if something isn't comfortable, because there's nothing worse, is there? Then you put something on and you're like, it's fine. It fits. It's fine. And then you're like, you're walking about, especially if you're just having a casual day. If you're having just a casual day and something's a bit tight or it's chafing or it's riding up, there's no. So I've got a bit of the opposite problem at the moment, Nanette, to be fair. I've lost, what, 2 stone, just over 2 stone in the last 6 months. And my bras, oh my God, my bras are now, they roll up. I've got, like, this one's okay. But my you know, has anyone else, Ed, close your ears. Has anyone else got a comfy bra? You know, a comfy bra is probably a bit grey or like yeah, it's not as nice as it was. It's like dish color, white, off-white color. The white lace on it's all gone a bit manky. Like one of the underwires is undone. It's got, but you put it on and it's just like you're not wearing a bra, right? I've got two bras like that, in fact. But my main one, my main comfy bra, is so comfy. It's so nice to wear. It's literally like the equivalent of jogging bottoms. It's that comfy, and I can't wear it anymore because it doesn't do the job. Because it's so like, and at one point I had the bra extender on the back because I got so big, and it was on the widest, and I was like, do I need two bra extenders to wear it? And now it's like the two tightest bits, and it's still too small, still too small, still too small. Um, just bonkers, just absolute bonkers. So yeah, so I do need to get a new comfy bra, but oh my god, I hate bra shopping. It's so uncomfortable. I just hate it. I always get the wrong size and I have to try them on, and for some reason I'll try it on in the shop, right, and it'll be like, oh, it's the perfect cup size, and I'll be like, oh, it's lifted them and it's like done the whole thing. I don't like lift and separate. I like lift and shove, right? So it does that whole lift. Everything looks nice. I've got a nice cleavage. It's comfy. In the shop, I'm like, Rufus, what do you think? And he's like, oh, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Right? Everything looks great. And then I get home, and somehow between the shop and coming home, it's either gone down a size, up a size. Like suddenly one cup will be a proper cup and the other one will be like, I don't know, a thimble. And it's just like one strap will be like suddenly gets like 5 times thicker. It's just so stupid. It's really annoying. There's something about buying a bra in a shop that it just doesn't work for me. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. Eddie Munster, what are you doing in the kitchen? Come on, mister. Oi! I don't trust you in there because you're trying to eat the skating ball, aren't you? What's he doing? Are you looking for a poop, or are you looking for daddy out in the bedroom? Hello, what do you want, Alvia? Are you a good girl? Come on then, mister. You can sit with your birds. So I'm sitting with my girls. Speaking of having a clear out, you just helped to have a clear out and managed to swipe a picture of Rossi when he was riding for Ducati. Fantastic. I don't know which Rossi that is because the only Rossi I know was the F1 driver, and I can't even remember what his first name was. And that's going back 100 million years, isn't it? But yay, that's cool. And also a new toy for Fairy Holly Willoughby and some food that she was going to chuck out. Wow, that's really cool. I love it when you do that. I love it when you do that. When you help someone out and you come back with carry bags full of stuff and you're like, thank you, bargain. I wasn't doing it for that, but cheers. You get yours from Amazon. Wow, that's a good. But again, I can't order my bras online because I don't know what I measure, and Rufus will do it. And then it's like I have my arms up and down, and just I have to try them on, particularly because I'm really funny. I like a full cup, right? I like a bit like me coffee. Don't give me no half cup. No, I'm not interested in a half cup. Give me a full cup or don't give me one at all. You know what I'm saying? Hang on, give me a slurp. Hold on. Oh, it's like nectar. It's like heaven on a plate, that stuff. Like I've got to have a nice full cup. It's got to be a nice kind of rounded thing there. I do like a wide strap, but if I can only get like the thin spaghetti type straps, that's fine. But I like a nice round cup. I like a nice full cup. And I just like when you see them online, and I've gone to big girl shops, I've gone to supermarkets, I've gone to bra shops, and you look at them and they're like on a model, they're like, oh, look at this. And I get them, put them on, and it's like they either look like 2 fried eggs or they sit under my chin, and I'm like, there's just no in between. Good morning to Kelly. Good morning, my darling. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're well. Valentino Rossi. Yes, no, I recognize the name. I know he was a rider, a racer, but oh, I want to say red leathers, but I'm not sure if it was. I think I might be getting confused with Ferrari colors, and yeah, I can't remember. Anita saying hi to Kelly. Nanette, hello Kelly. Kelly saying hello Nanette and me. Everybody saying hello to each other. So yes, right, more skincare. Oh, I tell you what, we're half an hour in, so I'm going to show you my new ident again. got a new intro. New intro. Are you ready for it? It's exciting. Are you ready? Here we go. For 2022, we have a new look. It's so cool. And also, this is our new logo. The one that's in the corner, just there, look, there. This is our new logo. It's going to be on everything, on Instagram, on YouTube, on the Twitter sphere, everywhere that we're using our logo. Yay! I've been busy. Redcap's here. Good morning, Redcap. You need to shower and shave because you've been hoboing it all week. So your voice will be your radio. You suggest some singing Stevie Nicks or Elvis. We can go on together with suspicious minds. Suspicious minds. Do some Elvis. Totally do some Elvis. That's what happens to everyone except for models. Exactly. I know, right? Oh, I know, right? Curious Holland is here. Morning, all. Holland, I love your declutter videos. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. You're like, I watch and you go, I've got these 3 items and I'm struggling to choose between them and I don't know what to do. And I'll keep these 2 and this one I'm going to let go. And I'm like, how do you survive without 28 of them? It's I was like, wow, that's a proper capsule collection. But I've been really enjoying them because a lot, like for me, it's oh my God, oh. We'll have a real moment in a second. We'll talk about that in a second. But anyway, Ed says when he was riding for Ducati, it was red leathers. Thank you. I knew it was. I knew it was. Yes. But when he moved back to Yamaha, he had blue leathers, then retired from racing. No. In the Ducati days, you said that it was with Ducati. It was with Ducati. That's when I was like, yes. In the red leathers, I know. I recognize the name. Is that back in my day, Ed? Like a few years back now, like back in the days of Senna in Formula One and all of that. I'm sure it was. You always think of Curious George and Curiosity Killed the Cat when you see Holland. Monkey or kitty cat, Holland? Holland, do you prefer monkeys or kitty cats? Or do you like some weird kind of island of Dr. Thoreau? No, Dr. Morbius. Dr. Strange. Island of Dr. Smith. Island of Doctor Who. Island of Dr. Moreau. What is it called? Does anyone know the classic would it be called body horror, or the thing where there's an island and the doctor basically mixes animals together, so he puts like a cat's head on people and he does all these weird experiments and they all eventually turn on him. What's it called? 6 or 7 years ago. Oh my God, is that all it is? Wow. Oh, what, he retired 6 or 7 years ago? I was sure it was back in my day. Oh, it just shows me time means nothing. Never would again. Let's do the time warp again. What do you all think about the idents, by the way? What do you think? Do you think they're good? Do you like them? Do you like the modern look, the kind of refresh for 2022? I hope you do, because like that logo, we've just ordered business cards and everything. Everything's going with the new logo, because that's what Rufus likes. He really does like the new refreshed clinical look. Holland says hi to Ed. The ident is good. Thank you, Holland. Thank you. This is what it's going to be for all year now. That is the plan. Is all year that is going to be the look. I'm not going to change it up. Like if we do a different series, then it will change. But apart from that, we're going to keep it the same. Here we go. I've got my okay serum. I've used one of these. This is my second one of these. Oh, talking of which, where is the first one? Oh, it fell over. Oh, I was trying to get the last bit of the serum out of the bottle because this is one of those ones that the pipette doesn't go all the way to the bottom, so I can't get it all the way out. So it's really annoying. So yeah, so I found another one in the collection that was already open, so I'm using this one now. Red Cap said, you're the only sir here, so Lisa is clearly the Empress card. I am that. I identify with the Empress a hell of a lot, and you're the Prince, Magician, or the Star, because obviously you're a star. Okay. I would say then, so if Ed was a tarot card, what would Ed be? Oh, this is a fun game. If you know tarot, if you were any tarot card, what would you be? What would Ed be? So, oh, don't take this the wrong way, Ed, but my first thought is the first one with a dog in every single depiction is the Fool, and that is the beginner, that is the Traveler, because it's always with a dog. So that was my first thought. It's like the first card of the deck. But major arcana, so we're looking at Hermit. No. Anita, you would be, you're quite authoritarian, and you can be quite strict at times. So I would think you would be the High Priestess, my darling. Little Miss Budget's here. Good morning, Ness. How are you, my darling? I watched your Project Pan video. God, you're ambitious. You're like, I've got these 17. You're the opposite of what Holland. I was just talking about Holland's declutter. You're like, I'm doing 3 different foundations and 6 concealers, and I'm going to use up 15 palettes in the first 3 months. And I'm like, bloody hell! Do you know how much it takes to use up? Wow! But well done. So yes, we're currently saying this. We're trying to work out, if you were a tarot card, what tarot card would you be? So Ed, I think, is quite down to earth, quite grounded, very caring, and very very caring, very compassionate, but also likes a drink and likes a laugh. So I would say, what would I say? I'm struggling to think what I'm struggling to think what the tarot is. Oh, I'm struggling. That's ridiculous, isn't it? I'm struggling to remember the cards. I've only used them for 27 sodding years. And can we all agree, by the way, that every time, if I say I've been using them for 23 years, that we just go with 23, not 27, because 27 makes me feel very, very, very old. Right, so you're not the Hierophant. Oh, the Chariot, because of the bike. You could be the Chariot, Ed. Not Justice. Oh, do you know what? Actually, not the Hangman, not the Devil, not Temperance, not the Star, not the Tower, not the Sun, not the Moon, not the World, not Judgment. Do you know what? I think you would be Strength. Absolutely, I think you would be Strength, Ed, because you've got that solid kind of like strength behind you. And where Strength is with the Lion, that would be Furry Holly Willoughby. Yeah, your Strength, because you help those in need, like Strength does, and you've got that inner strength. Yes, absolutely. Holland is Death. So the card that's related to transition, that's related to transformative, transformation, transcendary, transitional things. As a non-binary person, I think that would work. Yeah, no, I could see you being Death. I could see that. Anita would definitely be the High Priestess. I think absolutely. You could totally pull off a hooded look with an accompanying side. Absolutely, you could. Now, Anita is definitely High Priestess. Definitely High Priestess. Ed would either be the Fool or, I think, Strength. To be fair, I think Strength. Everyone's saying good morning to Ness. Kelly would be the World. No, Kelly would be. I think Kelly would be the Moon. I think Kelly would be the Moon, because Kelly is very intuitive, is linked to, like, knows more about astrology than I do. I know nothing about astrology, but like knows that, but also has that sort of dreamlike element. And also with the Moon, there is that kind of feminine energy, that kind of connection with goddess, which to me that totally that, and also the moon is very pale, like Kelly. I think Kelly would be the moon. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I think you did go a little bit ham on that. Absolutely. You'd say Holland could be the lovers. You give me a pan god, sexuality, and music vibe. Possibly, but yeah, possibly the lovers. Possibly, maybe. Um, Oh, Ness, the thing you have to say about your project ban is please, please bin the St. Ives scrub. Yeah, I mean, scrubs are okay. Look, scrubs are okay, right? If you don't have a skin reaction, and like I use scrubs generally on my body. I don't use them on my face because it's too astringent, and it takes off too many layers. So I don't like them on my face, but I like them on my body, especially on your like your elbows and your ankles and dry bits. They're great for that. But on my face, like it just breaks me out. And if I'm going to use a physical exfoliant, I won't use any of my like exfoliating other products like my gels, my creams, or anything for a good week afterwards. So occasionally, say if I've like normally, normally to be honest, I will only use a facial scrub about once, maybe even once a season. And normally it's when my skin changes because my skin is very adaptable to the seasons. So when we get out of the dry, cold weather, the cold weather in winter, and we start getting into sort of a slightly warmer weather, my skin does a little bit of a change. So then I will use a physical exfoliant and scrape it all off, literally scrape it all off. But like the Soap and Glory one with the vitamin C with the little micro balls, that in theory are not plastic, although there's a whole debate as to whether they are. Like I do have one of those, but to be honest, it's probably going to get chucked because I very, very rarely use it. Yeah, and this is it, Ness. If it's fine for you, go with it, but just be very, very careful. Nanette, you would be the queen of Pentecosticals. Queen of Pence. Okay, we're doing minor arcana. Oh God, let's not go there. I'm not going to 78 cards for everyone. But yeah, I mean that's fine. That's fine. The Fool is a fantastic card. It's that leap of faith and taking important first steps. It is. It is. It's very good. It is very good. Yes, St. Ives are well known for causing microabrasions. That is the thing, because the little things in them are irregular. It's like a coffee scrub, like or walnut or almond scrub. Please don't ever use those. Like salt crystals are okay-ish, but like the reason that the microbeads were brought in, I know they're bad, but you can get the organic the ones that break up now. They're made of starch. Those ones work because they still take off the skin, but they don't cut the skin, whereas a lot of the other ones do cut the skin. But again, if you're not having any issues, but if you are going to use a oh yeah, actually Kelly, temperance would be a good one for you. But you see, for me, temperance and the moon are very similar energies. The moon is slightly more wistful, temperance is slightly more, she's slightly more world weary and a bit beat up. Does that make sense? So yeah. So Kelly's done a lot of skincare stuff. Kelly, what would you recommend in terms of scrubs for Ness? She's got the St. Ives one. It's not causing her any breakout issues. The one thing I would say, Ness, is if you are going to use it, from my perspective, if you are going to use it, like use it like whenever you use it, but then don't put anything else on your face once you've done it. Like have that be the night where you don't use any other cream products or anything else, because if you've got those little cuts, you can get bacteria and that being entered in, and then if you're putting products on your face, they can go in and it can cause issues that way. So yeah, just be very, very careful. What would you be, Ness? What card would you be? Let me think. From the major arcana, let me go through my little book again because I always forget some. I think what would you be? Let me have a think. I would say okay. I would say a gender flipped hangman, because the hangman is about patience, but is also about like rising above the material things. And because your channel is all about like budget, and you know you're doing things on a very different level. And there's like I mean, I'm using all MUA stuff today, but like I love budget channels. I watch so many budget channels. I absolutely love them because I think it's ridiculous the cost of makeup and the whole thing on YouTube, which is like buy more shit, buy more shit, buy more shit. I think that's ridiculous. So yeah, I would say I would absolutely say that. Because the hangman is about learning, and it's about taking your time, and it's about putting the work in now for later. And I think on your channel you're certainly doing that at the moment. You're killing it. You're knocking out so many videos. It's great. So yeah, that's I would say the hangman. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, just yeah. I mean, you know, it is what it is when it comes down to scrubs and things. Everybody's got different opinions. Right, I am going to go back on with my hyaluronic acid and pulalan, palalan. Oh, Nanette. Oh, yeah, we were coming up with one for Nanette, weren't we? Maybe the sun. Yeah, the sun is always quite a positive card, talking about growth and positivity. What else? I would say, do you know what? No, I would say Nanette is the star, because the star for me is all about like, it's all about that wishful thinking, and that like seeing the positives and setting goals and wishing and having that kind of energy where you are working towards something and you're working towards your dreams. To me, that's very much the star. And from what I know of Nanette, the way that you talk about like wanting to start a healthier eating plan, and coming into makeup, and you're practicing your witchcraft elements as well, and you're really, it seems this year that Nanette is really focusing on herself, and really focusing on a bit of self-care, a bit of self-love, and a bit of looking after yourself for once. And it really does feel that that is a good way of going. So yeah, I think the sun, the star would come in with that. Absolutely. Look at that. Kelly says that you would always go for a chemical exfoliant over a physical scrub. You see, I was always scared of chemical exfoliants because in my head it's like a chemical peel. You know what I mean? Right, I'm doing my Symbiosis hyaluronic acid and pulalan tightening and resplendent eye mask. This one. So I'm not just using it as an eye mask, but I stick it underneath like so, like that. And then I stick it around the side, and then I rub it in, and then I also put a little bit down my smile lines. And this is really nice. This one's actually really nice. And I've probably used about half the tube. Not just today, but like in total. Yeah, in total. Yeah, I mean, the thing with skincare, it's really difficult, right? Because to be honest, I was always told soap and water. Soap and water, that's your best bet. I'm now using the Skin Labo extra lifting active gel cream thing. Yeah, so I'm using this. Yeah, I was always told that like soap and water is best, and then it was that cleanse, tone, moisturize. So we've got to do that now. So you cleanse, tone, and moisturize. So you don't use soap. And then, do you remember when everybody was like, don't use a flannel, you've got to use these super soft microfiber, this, that, and the other, right? And so everybody did. And then now everybody's going back to flannels, like physical, like exfoliants. And they're all like, oh, this, like these Microsoft like cloths, they're great. But actually for exfoliating, you want something rougher, like a bloody flannel. You know what I mean? It's like, it always changes over time. But I think you've got to play around and find out what works for your skin at the end of the day. That's what I would say. You're probably the devil. So the devil is materialistic. The devil is all about, like, the devil is in the details. So it's about contracts. The devil is about, yeah, just materialism in general, really. Holding on to things that are, not necessarily good for you, but also like a little bit manipulative. But not as manipulative as the magician. I like the way nobody said that they're the magician yet, because that's a super manipulative card. You like both of them, the sun and the star. That's good. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, good skincare is the best thing. Nanette can see Matt being the devil. Thank you, Kelly. I will, but you don't have to send me anything. You still use Dove? Dove was great. I love Dove. Dove was fantastic. Yeah, absolutely, Anita. I've got some soaps and things, some like handmade soaps that I've got. Right, I'm doing my last skincare step today, which is Dr. Botanicals. I have an empty one, so this is the one I'm now using. I love it. Thank you, Ness, because Ness also sent me one of these. I've got to say, in fact, Kelly, can I ask your advice, my darling, while I've got you on the live? So, because of my fibromyalgia, hang on, let me just whack all of this on my face. I know, right? I wipe it down because, you know, you're not supposed to. Yeah, there we go. Lift the face, lift. As if it makes a bloody bit of difference. You know, all these skincare gurus on YouTube, they're like, don't rub it down because it's gravity. Right, but like for those 2 seconds that I'm doing this, isn't going to offset the 24 hours of the day that the gravity is pulling me face down. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Kelly, so because of my fibromyalgia, I struggle at nighttime to do my night routine, right? So generally speaking, I will crash out in here, wake up 3 or 4 hours later, then go into the bedroom, and like I'll go to the bathroom, take my face off, so whatever makeup I've got on, I will still do a double cleanse because it only takes me a couple of minutes. You know what I mean? A moringa cream, that Emma Hardy moringa cream, I love, or another like yeah, gel or not gel. What's it got? Another cleanser like that. Take that off and then go in with either a skin wash or something to get my proper double cleanse. But then I'll crash out. I'll go to bed and I'll just stick on a night cream, like one night cream, like generally speaking, my Dr. Botanicals. But I'm not then using my eye serums and my like vitamin C and the steps that I put in place. And I would say 1 day a week I'm doing a full night routine. The rest of the time it's literally like slapping a bit of crap on my face that I happen to have in the bedroom, because I'm flaked. And so can I bring in my vitamin C into the morning routine? Because like I've just done my serum, so I do my Argyle locks. Sometimes I add some matrixyl in as well for my forehead, and I do the OK serum, the brightening serum with the B12. But there isn't a vitamin C anywhere, and I know it works better at night. I'm just wondering whether I can bring it in during the day. Anyway, if you've got any advice, please let me know, because I don't want to overdo my skincare in the morning and have my skin reacting. Anyway, let's have a little look. Let's have a little look. You're the magician and the devil magician. Why? Because you're a manipulative bugger, are you? Oh, maybe we'll have to rethink you being on all these streams then, Redcap. If you say that you're that manipulative, got no space, no time for negative energy on this channel or the other channel. You've just briefly read up on briefly read up on the St. Ives scrub and your jaw just dropped. Is it that bad, Ness? Oh no. Oh goodness, I'm glad you looked it up. We would never give you bad advice. No, not knowingly. Bit of self-slander going on, possibly. Yeah, possibly. Lumen was really good for your skin, even with light fragrance, but you're not trusting a fragrance. Fragrance is one of those things, like some of my skincare products have fragrance in, some don't. That's one of the reasons why I'm such a fan of Dr. Botanicals, because like that hemp one, it doesn't have a lot of overpowering ingredients in. It really doesn't. So yeah, it's great. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And again, if anybody wants to, if you go to Dr. Botanicals website, like try and sign up to be a tester, or you know, to test products first, because they do have loads of deals. Like you can pick up stuff for like £7 or £8 instead of 50 quid. You know what I mean? But if you want particular items, there is a code. Use code Lisa20 and you'll get 20% off. I haven't seen any other codes higher than 20%. Otherwise, I'd give you those instead. But yeah, if you just use Lisa20, you get 20% off at Dr. Botanicals, and I love their range. It's the only one that I know. I think there's only one product that I've not liked, and that was the overnight coconut mask. And the only reason I didn't like it was it's a mask that you're supposed to take off after 10 minutes, not to leave on your face overnight, because it's a mask, not an overnight mask. So yeah, that's the thing. You always use vitamin C in the morning, really? Okay, maybe I'll wag it. Maybe I'll add it in the morning. No self slander. You know you're better than a lot of people. And I'm extremely ambitious, blunt, and have that snake energy. You've been shadowing your manipulative chaos side, becoming kinder. Oh, shadow work is fantastic. If you can do shadow work properly, oh my God. If I do, but I do have dark things that I need to let go of, a dark past. Don't we all, my darling? Don't we all? Don't we all? There are things that I allude to on the Witchy podcast that I will never talk about on anything. Trust me, there are. Like, we've all got a past. You're not manipulative anymore, but you were at one point when your mental health wasn't great. But the magician is also about being connected and magical too, transmuting shadows to gold. Yes, it is. But the magician, as much as the magician has all the tools at their disposal, the magician really is. I mean, the magician's a really interesting card for me, because it's one of those cards that people generally don't get. And the reason they don't, and I say that they don't get it, is because it is duplicitous and it is manipulative, and it is very, very difficult, because it's one of those cards where, like, literally, if you look at the card, the person's doing this. Duh, it's a sleight of hand. It's going, look at this while I do, or look at this over here while I do something here out of sight. And it's that thing where the magician it has the ability to transform their life, but it's almost that thing of, it's performative. It's performative. That's the thing with a magician. It's like, do you know what? Look at me. It's the Instagram world where people are like, oh, I'm having this. It's a super green tea with matcha because I'm spirulina because I love my body. And then they take a picture and like, and then they put that down and they drink their can of special brew. And it's like, well, the reality versus the fantasy you're creating. And for me, the magician is all about creating the fantasy rather than actually using the tools to change their life. There's a real turning point with a magician. Like, it's one of those things. The magician is the people that make a New Year's resolution knowing that they're never going to do it. And they're like, 2022 is my year. Oh my God, this is so new year, new me. I'm changing over a whole new focus. Oh my God, new year, new me. Totally. I am going to be such a better person this year. And they know that they're still being as manipulative, as conceitful, as conniving, as duplicitous. They're lying to themselves and everybody else. And they know there is no way they're going to make those changes, but they just want to be like, oh no. And then of course I couldn't keep those because, like, the world. That's the energy for the magician. It's a really misunderstood card. A lot of people think it's a really positive card, like the Fool. A lot of people think the Fool is like a really, oh my God, it's the Fool, it's so negative. No, the Fool is fantastic. The Fool is like starting on a journey for a brand new start, like brand new everything, new energy. The Fool is like the New Year's one anyway. I'm not going to tell you, Neat, because it hasn't even shipped yet. I'm so pissed off. I am so pissed off. I got an email saying, oh, due to COVID restrictions and everything else, like, our shipping times are even further delayed. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so annoying. This has been on order for literally 18 days at this point. 18 days and it's not even shipped. I'm so annoyed. But yeah, you'll see when it turns up. You've never had a problem with vitamin C in the morning, but hang on, what did Kelly say about vitamin C? Yes, of course, use vitamin C in the morning, but as long as you use SPF, it's only better at night to use because it can make your skin more photosensitive. That was it. So in winter time, I should be okay, but in summer, I will need to add in an SPF. Yeah, absolutely. You've never had a problem with it. Yeah, it's because it does make it heightened and it does make it more susceptible to burning and redness and rosacea and all of those things. Right then, it is just about time. Oh God, hang on. Right, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, everybody, and become part of the Coffee Morning crew. I've literally got like 15 seconds to click this. So yes, the Coffee Morning crew is everybody here right now. And I've got to say, if you are watching this on the replay, do put the dog emoji into the chat, because I've got all three of them sat here next to me. So yeah, do put the doggy emoji in the chat. Right, I'm going to crack on with some makeup now. I have got this is my Team Project pan. This was from the not Witch Casket, Box of Goth. I've cancelled Witch Casket. I've cancelled it. I know. I'm debating to not cancel it and restart it before January, but I've cancelled it because at the moment, like, I don't have a lot of time to do witchy things and to do random rituals and things. So yeah, I've cancelled it. And it's like £29 a month for stuff that is just going to sit in the back room for months on end until I get round to using it. I'm regretting it. I'm missing it already, and I haven't even, like, the first month. Like, January's payment isn't taken till the 14th, so I could, like, reinstate it quite happily. But was that the post or was that the doggo? Eddie, where have you gone? You're in the kitchen again. Stop trying to eat the skirting board. Come up here. Oh, he's going in his bed. All right, good boy. You go in your bed then, or come up here. One or the other. He's trying to eat the skirting board at the moment. What do you want? What do you want, boobs? What? No, don't kiss mummy's, don't lick mummy's skincare all off. Oh, we've got a Ruby looking now. Hello, look. I know, right? I know, Holland. I've just got so much stuff backed up at the moment that I'm not being able to get through and use. It's ridiculous. Is anybody having a snowstorm where, like Anita? Oh, hang on, what was this? The Thoth Tarot has their tools floating about them. There's a dark side to every card, isn't there? I think you have a limited view of this card, though what you can say can be a part of it. No, I don't have a limited view. I am, like, I've been working with them for 27 years, so I know the upside of the card, I know the negative side of the card, but a lot of people just see the little description in the books. And for me, when you've worked with the cards for as long as I have, like, I have a very, very, very strong relationship with the cards. And for me, it's like, I can see the nuances. Like, on all the positive cards, I can see the dark, and on the dark cards, I can see the light. And it's stuff that is very rarely, like, people don't talk about the fact that all of the cards have nuances and all of the cards have difference. But for most people, they talk about the Magician as if it's this amazingly positive card all the time, and it's not. There is a dark element to it. But that's the same with every single card. There is a positive and there is a darker side. Yo, Holland, that's so cute. Your putty tat is cuddling a sock. Oh, you need to get your snow shovel out. Well, luckily, we're not quite in a lockdown, but you are working from home, so you don't need to go out anytime soon. So there you go. You ordered the witch box. Oh, I've been looking at that, but again, it's just so much. You love the Parfumuda. I don't know what that is. Red Cap. Don't even go there about your Beauty Bay order. Hermes marked it as delivered yesterday and you've not got it. Hermes have been so bad. As I say, I ordered some stuff from Beauty Bay before Christmas, like way before Christmas, and like before, possibly even before Black Friday, because I wanted to get, I sent a few presents out to people, and some of the items were from Beauty Bay. And I wanted to make sure that I had stuff in time to post it. And then by the time everything turned up, because everything took a long time, my Beauty Bay order, like, literally half of it was missing, and it was all, the box was, well, I think I said about it last time, the box was damaged and everything. But yeah, you are jinxed with this one, Ness. Right, let's do some makeup. So my project pan is here. Now, today's video, the makeup we are looking at mainly is MUA. So Makeup Academy, it's a budget company, but they do some really good quality stuff. And some of their stuff, like this one, you can get in Poundland or One Below sometimes. And I would say 95% of their range is vegan and cruelty free. So do check it out if you're looking for vegan and cruelty free, excuse me, vegan and cruelty free makeup. But some of their older stuff isn't. So yeah, that's the thing. So like this palette, for instance, is a much older one. It's the Burning Embers palette, and this is one I've had for a long time, as you can see. But this one isn't classed as vegan or cruelty free. However, their more recent ones are, and I really like them. Like I think the quality is quite good, and as I say, you can get them for next to nothing. They've got these like little, almost like monochromatic ones, but across the board, like I've got their base powder, concealer. I don't have any of their foundation because I'm not messing with nasty foundations. Wow. Wow. Okay. You bought the soft glam one. Did you get it in a discount? Did you get it in the sales, or did you use your pot of dreams? You see, the Modern Renaissance is very good. Soft glam is one that I keep thinking I own. I've got Riviera, Norvina, and Renaissance. And the only other one that I keep looking at is the Ambrisi palette because of the bright colors. But again, I don't need any more makeup, so I'm not buying any more makeup. Even though I keep looking at the Wilderness palette, and I've got a Juvia's Place order still. That's a bit like yours, Ness. Hasn't even bloody shipped yet either. Bloody super drugs. But anyway, right, let's put some stuff on my face. So I'm going into my Team Project Pan project folder, makeup stuff, and I'm trying to find, where's my primer? Hang on, it's my little dinky one. Don't take that the wrong way, everyone. There we go. Photo Finish, no, yeah, Photo Finish by Smashbox. The little dinky one. I've got 3 of these doing the rounds, and I don't think I've used any of them. I don't think I've ever used this one. It's one that I keep getting sent or keep getting given, and oh, it is a dimethicone one, right? Okay, that's fine. So I've got 2 dimethicone primers in my in my Project Pan. Well, that's fine. So what I'm doing with my Team Project Pan is I'm using it like, this is so handy now. So I want to do my face, right? I do all my base face, and then it's done, and I just need to put some eyeshadow on. So quick and easy. It's made life so much easier. Like I filmed. Is it? Yeah, it's Thursday today because it's the morning and I'm live. So I filmed yesterday. I did a full face of Elf, which was really interesting actually. And I had bought during Twixmas. Red Cap, hold on a second. You'd love to get some makeup that you can just dab on spots or cover up dark under eyes, but you know nothing about makeup. So you want a concealer, basically, is what you're looking for. Now, I would say there are all these men's makeup brands. Ignore them all. It's bullshit. It's basically the reverse of the feminine tax, the pink tax. So for all the ladies and the femmes and the non-binary folk in the chat that buy female branded items, right? Anybody that buys female branded items, you will know that Gillette do a lovely razor in black in the Gillette men's section, like £2 for 5 or whatever it is, and in the women's section where it's pink, it's £2.30 for 5, or it's £2 for 4, and that's across the board, right? Until we get to makeup. When we get to makeup, that's really interesting because the pink tax is actually reversed. A lot of men's makeup, you'll get like, so for instance, this is MUA Pro Base, right? It's just a powder. That's all it is. It's not feminine, it's not pink, it's not girly, it's not aimed at anything gendered. However, if MUA brought out a men's makeup range, this would be in a black component, and it would say something like, instead of it saying Pro Base Full Coverage Matte Press Powder, it would say MUA Pro Base Extreme Coverage Turbo Pressed Powder for the man in you, for Superman gun man testosterone girl. Vroom. That's what it would say, right? And instead of this being like £1.20, it would be £1.80. So men's makeup, and it would also probably be a little bit smaller, you'd get less in it. So men's makeup is overpriced and is ridiculous. And generally speaking, if you buy unscented, unfragranced makeup, it doesn't matter what the gender is. A lot of the reason why makeup is gendered is because of the fragrances they put in it. Because like girly scent, people that are girly want to have rose tinted everything or fragrant florals. Not in your skincare, we don't. Not on our face, not in makeup. Absolutely friggin' not. But yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, but what I would recommend as an introduction, like I would recommend maybe a BB cream or a CC cream. So that is basically going to be something you use all over the face as just a little light touch. So a BB cream or CC cream, it's basically like it's called a beauty balm is what the BB stands for. And C is it's not clear coverage. It's something else. Is what the C stands for. But basically they're very similar. It's a very light, almost a tinted moisturizer. So you put that on, and that will just even out any redness, or it will start to even out anything without making it look like you're wearing makeup. And then if you've got particularly dark circles or a bad spot, then go in with a concealer that is medium coverage, and you want to put it on and then really blend it out. You can blend it with your fingers, or you can blend it with a sponge or a puff or whatever, and really blend it out, and you'll get it covered without it looking like you're wearing a full face of makeup. So yeah, that's what I would recommend. You got a 30% off, so not massively discounted. ABH isn't normally massively discounted. I mean, over Christmas, I mean, even on Black Friday, I think Beauty Bay was like 20% off. They weren't massively discounted at all because ABH is like a premium brand. It's a bit like JSC is never highly discounted until all of a sudden it was. Anyway, so that is my foundation is on. I don't know where I'm not my foundation, my primer. I don't know where I just put it. I think hopefully I'll just put it back in my little tub. Otherwise, that will go missing because it's such a little dinky pot. Oh yeah, it's in my tub. Right. So foundation wise, I'm going to use my. Shall we use? What have we got? I tell you what, we'll use the Dream Radiance today. They're the standard ones that I use all the time, but that's the reason they're in my team project pan. And this one is actually down to about there now. So it's going to be really interesting when I weigh them, because I'm weighing all of the products and I'm doing a monthly update. So the first Monday of each month is going to be my team project pan update. And if I have any empties, the empties video will be on the last Monday of each month. So that would basically be like, look what I've used up. Last Monday of the next month. So yeah. So if I use something up, so basically on so say for February, right? Anything that I've used up in February, when I do my team project pan update on the first Monday in February, say if I manage to use this up in January, right? So I'll be like, oh, I've used that up. I'm introducing another something into my collection. But this won't appear in the empties video until the end of February. Hopefully that makes sense. Do you like the fact, by the way, have you all noticed that I am trying really hard to be super organized this year? Like, have you noticed, like, I've got Tuesday's videos already scheduled, Monday's video is already filmed. I've just got to edit it. I know that I didn't do the witchy video yesterday like I had planned, but to be fair, I haven't been that well. But I am looking at bulk filming some witchy videos to get that done. So yeah, like, are you all impressed with me so far? I mean, I know, right, we're only like a week into January, but are you impressed at my commitment? Ruby do. Get out of his bed. You don't need to be in there looking at his treats. They're not yours, are they? I know, look at you, old girl. That's why you're on a diet now, like us. You are a Slimming World dog. You are. Chicken and veggies, that's your main diet now, isn't it? Yes, chicken and vegetables. I know. Or burgers and vegetables, or low-fat mince and vegetables. I know. Because your hips are very bad. Very impressed. Just keep it up. I know, right? I'm trying to. The thing is, what I'm trying to do is to bulk film where possible. So then if I am poorly, like at least the filming's done and it's only a matter of editing. And now that I've got all of the new idents and everything sorted, and now I've decided I'm not going to faff around this year. Like, that's the logo, we've got business cards coming, so that is the logo, that is it, done. No changing it, no like, oh, I'm bored. I might be bored of things because I see everything. Don't forget, like, when I'm editing and when I'm doing stuff, I see logos and idents so many times. So I've got that sort of, you know, like where you see something so often you're bored of it. So I get that all the time. But as viewers, you'll only see it maximum of 4 times a week when we're uploading the videos. So I might see it 25 times a week. So I'm like, by the time we get to like 6 months in, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so bored of this. Whereas all of you, you know, you've only seen it 4 times a week maximum. Excuse me. My coffee was repeating on me then. And unfortunately, on a live, I can't edit burps out. I know, right? I edit all of that out when I'm filming, luckily. But I also still have not coloured my hair. The dye is over there. I'm a little bit scared of doing it, but I am going to. Absolutely, Nee, absolutely. I am doing a lot at the moment. So Rufus has taken over the Slimming World side of Instagram. So he's got it on his phone now. He's doing the pictures. So when we have dinner, he's uploading the photos of what we've eaten and pudding and everything. So yeah, so everyone be aware that Rufus has full access to the Instagram now. So if you're going to send me something like, well, just, you know, I was going to say if you're going to send me something rude, but don't send me something rude because I'll immediately block you. But if you're going to send something, just bear in mind that Rufus has access to all of that now. So if there's anything where you're like, Lisa, I need a tarot reading because blah, 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 just bear in mind he's got access to that. So yeah. You've been colouring your sister-in-law's hair while on here, now to leave it for 30 minutes. Wow, grab a coffee then. Grab a coffee. I'm gonna, in fact, hang on. Right, I'm gonna slurp this and then pour me other coffee in. What can I play? What can I play? What can I play? I'm gonna play this again. 2 seconds. Oh dear. It's just because I am very aware for people with misophonia or misophonia, I think it's misophonia, like me, it's a horrendous, no mister, that's a coffee. That's not what doggies drink, is it? It's horrendous to hear slurpy noises and dripping noises. So yeah, so that's why I tend to put something on it. Already on it, coffee and ciggy at hand. Well done, well done. This is that moment, isn't it? This is that bit where you're like, oh, let's see what happens. And then you're supposed to leave it for half an hour and 3 hours later, you're like, oh shit, your hair. I know, right? What, mister? What? No, it's makeup. No, you don't wear makeup. No, you don't. Right then, so this is all our time to sit on my face. So Will's here. Good morning, Will. How are you, my darling? Right, Will, explain to me this collab. Like, I'll happily do Uranus, not Uranus, but Uranus. So I'll happily do that. I think it's really exciting. How and when? How and when? Like, and how does it equate to a collab? Are you doing it on the same day? Like, that's the bit I don't understand. Like, I'll happily do it. Do I just mention the fact that you're doing this? It's your series. Are you doing a Uranus one as well? And we compare? That's the bit I don't understand. That's the bit I'm confused at. Right. So this is the MUA full coverage concealer, and it's the pro base one. MUA is so cheap and vegan and cruelty free and all of the lovely stuff. Kelly, what color is a radical color? Oh yeah, good point, Nate. I didn't even think that. What's a radical color? Green, blue, pink, all of the above. Oh, nothing crazy, just a box dye in comic blue, black with a blue tint. Oh, I love that. I love that shade. I know exactly the shade you're talking about. No, mine isn't comic blue. Mine's not. Okay, my darling. All right, fabulous. Yeah, just so I know what I'm feeling like. I don't mind feeling like you know me. I love collabs. And I would collab with anyone. You know that thing where people say, not that sounded really rude. I didn't mean that rude. Sorry, that sounded like, oh, like I'm excited to film with you, Will. But what I mean is, you know how people say they'll go to the opening of an envelope. that's a little bit like me in collabs. I just love I love the process. Like I love collabs. I love, like, that's how me and Kirsty became friends, was through a collab, because I was watching her channel and just went, fancy doing something together? Like, shall we? Like, do you fancy it? So yeah, like, hello, can I help you? Are you wanting some concealer? Are you wanting some concealer to cover up some dark under eyes? No, because you have got black fur, so everything is a dark under eye for you. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Oh, now this is interesting. You can see, look there. Right. This is starting to break up just a little tiny bit on the corner of my nose. So let me I'm going to bung a little bit more of the foundation there. I'm going to pack that into place just in case that was operator error and I didn't actually put that in. I think it might have been the foundation, the concealer though. But anyway, let's do the concealer under the eye. So this is red cap. This is what we were talking about, is for concealer. Now, any concealer you want, if you're doing it for spot coverage, you want it to be your skin tone, right? And or a little bit of an olive complexion, so something with a little hint of green to it, because that will actually work much better, right? You don't want it to be like this, where it's lighter than my skin tone or lighter than my foundation, because if it's lighter and you put a lighter color over a spot, it will draw attention to that spot. It will literally, the rule of makeup is anywhere you lighten, you bring forward, anywhere you darken, you send back. So if you've got a spot and you cover it in a pale concealer, all you're going to do is make it stand out more. So that is what you really, really, really need to just be aware of. And especially if you've got a spot with a bit of redness, anything with a green tinge to it, even using, like, I haven't got any here, but like a green color corrector, that underneath with a little bit of foundation on top, that would work. So yeah, like that would work. Or a concealer with an olive undertone if you're only going to be using it for spot coverage. So you want something that's got that slightly green look to it. If you're going to use it for brightening under the eye, because your under eye is grey or purple, you want to go for something with a more peachy tone. So you might actually want to get 3 different concealers, right? And this sounds really complicated, but anywhere that's red, use a green undertone to cover that up, because green gets rid of red. Anywhere that is grey or that purple under the eye, if you've got those dark bags, you want to use something that is more warm tone, so red, peach, orangey tone. And anywhere that you just want to brighten, that you haven't got those issues, use a shade that is more neutral, that is more matching your skin tone. Okay, so that's the rules of thumb. Wow, yay! Kelly's on the Nikki train, doo-da, doo-da. Kelly's on the Nikki train, doo-da, doo-da day. We're gonna have to do a whole massive Authentic Army collab. We really, really are. Yay! Kelly, when are you filming again? I know that you're super busy and hectic, my darling, but when are you or are you? I should say not when are you, because that's really confrontational. But are you planning on doing some more vids? I know that you were I know that you're super hectic at the moment, my darling. Everything that you've got going on, I don't know how you do it. You are amazing. You are an inspiration to us all, my darling. You really are. Lisa, you should repost your first collab with Kirsty with the updated story of how you became friends and a Lush Strings film score. That's a good idea, actually, because it's over on the other channel. That would be a good idea. And we can do the whole and now there's a business, and now just the 2 of us. We can make it if we try. Just the 2 of us. You and I. Well, it's the 3 of us because Anita's here, and the 4 of us because Kelly's here, and the 5 of us because Holland is here, and the 6 of us because, you know what I mean? We just keep going. Ness is here. It's we're a whole community now. All of this has come through me messaging Kirsty. It's amazing, isn't it? I know hopefully it will turn up today for her. Sometimes I've had Hermes Marcus delivered, but it arrived a day later. Yeah. You're still waiting for the Nikki palette. Yay, Nanette's got it as well. On the Nikki train, we can make it if we try. I don't know what that is. You can tell I've had my coffee's kicking in, can't you? You really can. You see this one? This one I put my syrup in. So this has got the salted caramel sugar-free syrup. Oh my God, it's like a thing. It's like a thing. After you get a haircut, you'll do your first live. I think you should. I think you should do some filming. Colin's got the Nikki palette as well. Oh my God, everybody's getting it. Right. Nikki collab for February. Nikki collab for February. Nikki collab for February. Nikki tutorials. I don't know what this is. I'm trying to Vogue. It's been a long time since I Vogued. Let your money move to the music. Come on, Vogue. All of that. All of that. Right. Yeah, I know, right? Speaking of coffee, be right back. Okay, well, we should be on commission from Beauty. I know, right? So that is probably so I had one. I gave one away on the channel. Kirsty's now got one when we eventually get over to Kirsty's. Holland's got one. Nita's got one. Kelly's got one. Yeah, so there's like, that's 7 pallets. So 7 times £25. What's that? That's nearly 200 quid just from me going, oh my God, I need to get it immediately. Get it immediately. Ooh. But yeah, right. Let's put some non-Nikki tutorials makeup on my face. So then you lot, I need your help to decide. I have, is that, no, that's not it. Right. So I have the following Makeup Academy palettes, right? So we have a matte 6-shade palette in naturals, right? So this is what this one looks like. So this is palette number 1. Okay, so a where's the camera? There you go. A basic bitch boring neutral. Hang on, let's go to a yellowish tone. There we go. That gives you more of an idea of what it actually looks like. So it's neutrals, beige, browns, and a black. So that's palette number 1. Palette number option number 2, or palette number 2, is a similar layout, a 6-pan, and this one has, oh yeah, and yours, Ness, you've got yours on order when it eventually turns up. So this is a grey and white monotone one, but it has this sort of weird, this one here, which is like a coppery, like a grey coppery color. So that's what that looks like swatched. So it's quite nice, quite nice, quite nice. So that's palette number 2, and then we go to the 15. Right, so we've got 15 pans. We've got the MUA 15 shade palette in Shadow Mysteries, right? So this is palette number 3. Cool tone, greys, beiges, kind of all mattes, very similar to the first one and the second one combined, but the second one has shimmers. So that is palette number 3. So we've got basic palettes so far, right? Basic neutrals. Palette number 4 is a 12 pan, same color story basically, but on the more neutral side with the beiges and browns. So this is number 4, and it's got some shimmers and everything else in it. So that's number 4. And then we've got some interesting ones. So palette number 5 is, oh gosh, a 15 pan, and it's in Floral Fantasy. And this one came in the pit box. So it's got some pinks, some more orangey tones, a couple of, like, these two actually are more aqua, and then a blue up here. So that's palette number 5. And then palette number 6 is this one here, and it's slightly more neutrals with the pink tones, right? So isn't this like Morphe, where everything's really like the same except for a little pop of color? So that's palette number 6. So these are the options. So 6, 5, oh shit, hang on, 6, 5, how am I going to be able to do this? There we go, right? So there you go. There's 4, 5, and 6, and 1. Hang on, hold on, it's coming. Wait a second. Oh no, that sounds so wrong, doesn't it? But hold on, wait a sec, almost. Oh, for somebody whose hands don't work very well, this is not a good idea. Right, hang on. Can I do it that way? No, no. Oh my lord, how am I going to do this? Right, I'll have to just do it. There we go. I'll have to do it like that. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. It's worth the wait, honest. Right. There we go. So that's 1, 2 at the bottom and 3 on top, and then 4, 5, and 6. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. This is MUA. It is, you don't know the brand. It is cheap Holland. It is sometimes available in One Below or Poundland, some of these little ones. But it is also super affordable from their website. It's all vegan and cruelty free. At least their new stuff is. Some of their older stuff isn't, but like as of I think a year and a half ago it is now. Everyone's saying 5. Anita says 3. Other people say 5. So 3 is Anita. Okay, that's 3. That's the mats. So 1, 2, 3, and then we go 4, 5. So we've got the mats and that one and 5. So hang on. So people are saying not 5 or 6, as you will do a pink look. Okay, so hang on. So these are the 2 that people have seen to say in the chat. So this is 3 and this is 5. Okay, so actually I think if I'm going to combine those 2, then we'll go. You see, I could go for the pinks. I absolutely could. But the greens, I was thinking that, Kelly. I was thinking the sort of the neutral tones on here kind of pull slightly greyish green, and they might work with these 2 as well. Let me just double check the formula. I think that's a matte. Is that a matte as well? Yeah, they're both mattes. But, oh, there we go. There you go. Look at that. Look how they swatch. Not bad at all. I mean, it wasn't the best swatch in the world. So let me just see if I can build those up with a second go over. Yeah, look at that. Look at those 2. Look at those 2. Look at those 2. So we're going to use those then. We'll use the neutrals from the neutral palette, and we will use, obviously, and we'll use the greens from the floral palette. Right, let me just put some micellar water on a makeup, well, it's not, yeah, it is a makeup wipe, but these have dried out. So just take that off the back of my hands and off my fingers. So then here we go. It's nice, isn't it? It's not bad quality for the price point. It's not bad quality at all, to be fair. And as I say, they're all vegan and cruelty free, so it's very good for that. Oh, what's that? What's that, Holland? You filmed. Oh, Ed, Betty's is a proper posh tea. It is super tasty, super expensive. It is a little bit expensive. It's somewhere you go for afternoon tea and you take your mam, don't you? You take your mam. You filmed an art with makeup video last night, working on editing, used your action cam for a Holland's eye view. That sounds really interesting, Holland. I can't wait to see that, my friend. That sounds really interesting. So yeah, by the way, if anybody hasn't already subscribed to Holland, please go and check out their channel. They make all sorts of, on the Curious Holland channel, they make all sorts of videos about all sorts of random stuff. So literally anything that Holland is curious about, they will film. And there's just all sorts that they do. So whether it's makeup or skincare or like looking into, was your Druid altar on that channel, Holland? I think it was, yeah. Like your Druid altar and looking at all sorts of different things. It's a fascinating channel, and it's kind of almost like a lifestyle channel, but with a difference, and it's all things that Holland is curious about. So go and check that out if you haven't already. Also, check out Afflicted Beauty in the chat. Our lovely Kelly. Kelly's got a channel where she does skincare and things like that, and beauty bay hauls and look fantastic hauls and latest in beauty hauls and things like that. So if that sounds interesting, Kelly hasn't been filming recently because last year was a hell of a year for Kelly, but she is, as we've said in the live, she is planning on going back to that. So if it is something that you, if you like more content like this, totally authentic content, check all of this out down below in the description box. So yeah, and if you like authentic content, also check out Will Venus, who's there as well. Technically not part of the Authentic Army at the moment, but we might have to have a little chat about that. But yeah, check Will out down below as well, or check Will's channel out. Just look for Will Venus. Will's doing all sorts of makeup looks and things like that. Good evening, Misbehave. Good evening. I hope you are well. And also, of course, do check out Little Miss Budget, who is there in the chat as well. Our lovely Ness. Her details are linked down below. If you like makeup and skincare and all of that, but on the major budget side, and somehow Ness's Aldi has got all of the makeup products in. Like, I cannot find any of this stuff for love nor money. I've been trying to put together a full face of Aldi stroke Lidl makeup for over a year. So far, all I've got is a couple of powders, a couple of bronzers, which I'm now jettisoning because I've just done my bronzer collection and declutter video. And I think that, and a concealer, and that's it. That's literally all I've managed to get from both brands, because they do not have anything in the Aldis near me, and I've got a big Aldi near me. But like, Ness is able to get all of that, all of the dupes, everything. So do go and check that out if you like dupes, and if you like I know Will can't get it either. I think Ness is in there. I think she must be having a secret kind of liaison with the Aldi manager or something to be told. I think there must be something going on, Ness, because like where we are, there's none. And I've got two big Aldis near me, like one down the road and a huge one in town. It's a big Aldi with a toilet and everything. That's where you know it's a big Aldi. And no channel, but you can check Redcap out. You're hot enough. Okay, if you say so. That's good to know when it's a cold day, if you know what I'm saying. I'm glad you're well, Misbehave. That is fantastic. Glad to hear that. Right then, let's put some of this on my face. So I've got a selection of brushes. Do I have an eye primer in here? No, I don't. So I haven't got an MUA eye primer. I've also just realized I haven't powdered my face. Let me just do a quick setting powder using the MUA Pro Base. This is actually a good pressed powder. I do like this pressed powder. Right, I'm digging in, getting a plenty on the brush, and then just going to put it everywhere. So starting where I do my concealer, and then just buffing it into the rest of the face, just to set everything down. I don't know why I haven't bought more from this product. Actually, I do know why I haven't bought more from this company, because I've got a shitload of makeup. A shitload of makeup. So yeah, and I don't, to be fair, I don't need more. She says, with a huge Juvia's Place order coming, and my Jeffree Star lippies coming from America that Rufus bought me, but not buying any more. Oh, and I bought a Beauty Bakery blush palette and set of sponges, but I needed some more sponges. And I bought a full e.l.f. advent calendar. But you'll see that on the full face of e.l.f. But that's all I bought. And that was before 2022 started. That was in the sale as part of my low buy. It's like, right, let's refresh everything there. Because I knew I was dumping a whole load of products with my my project panning and my declutter series. Right. So we're going to start with this palette. Ooh. So let's take a fairly decent, good Lord, fairly decent, right. Oh yes, Holland. So actually, right. Well, if you want some bronzers, I've got a bucket load that I'm about to put up on the thingy, what's it, on the Instagram for the spanners. So yeah, let me like, hold on, don't buy any. I've got tons that I'm jettisoning, and it's not because they're bad, it's just because I've got loads and some of them don't work for my skin tone. I'll come on to that in a second. Right. Misbehave. When you had COVID over Christmas, you couldn't get weighed. So you went yesterday, and after 3 weeks, you put on 6 pounds. That's not bad. Over Christmas and New Year, and you were poorly, and you only put on 6 pounds. Misbehave. Check out the video from last week that I did, because 3 years ago, 4 years ago at Christmas time, I weighed in after 3 weeks and I had gained 17 pounds. 1 stone, 3 pounds I gained in 3 weeks. So £6 is fantastic. That's really good. Well done. And you've gone back to group. You're back on it now. You're like, it sounds like you're ready to give it a massive go for 2022. That is fan-bloody-tastic. That's really, really good. Really good. Really, really pleased. Well done, Misbehave. Like, and £6 on is nothing. You can clear that in a couple of weeks. That is fantastic. That is fantastic. Well done. No. That's not bad. Hang on. I've just seen that message pop up. Where is it? Don't you think that's bad, Lisa? You were gutted. I bet you were gutted, my darling. But 3 weeks and £6, that's only £2 a week you've gained. And if you weren't able to eat properly and you weren't able to do that, that's fantastic. That is really good. Like, really good. Really, really good. Well done. Like, that's not a massive gain. Christmas and New Year, there were people at our group that gained that were able to cook and they weren't ill. So that's really good. There are people that gained £4 in a week over New Year because they were drinking and eating whatever. That's really good, Misbehave. Like £2 a week for 3 weeks when you're ill over Christmas and New Year. That's phenomenal. Well done. You could have I put on £17 the other year. You could have put on a massive amount. You were eating takeout as you were poorly. Well, that's really good. Like, seriously, well done for keeping it under control. Well done for getting back on it. Like, cut yourself some slack, my darling. Seriously, cut yourself some slack, because that could have been so much worse. So much worse. I've experienced it so much worse. Seriously. Oh my God. Wow. Yes. Right then. Hang on. I've missed a load of chat. Right, there we go. Holland, you notice when decluttering you don't have any bronzer. You don't get what it does. Right, so contour shades should be grey toned, right? Because shadows, if you look on my face here, there is a slight shadow, right? So if I'm wanting to add contour in, and you'll see me contour in a bit, if I'm wanting to add contour in, you want to use a grayer tone, so a cool tone with a hint of grey, slightly zombie looking stuff, because that gives you a more natural looking shadow. Bronzer warms up the skin, so it does the opposite. So you place bronzer, for me, I place it around the perimeter. It kind of it basically makes the rest of my face come forward, so it helps to change the shape of your face, but it does so in a way that looks natural and sun-kissed. Now, a lot of Instagrammers now use bronzer as a contour, which does not work. It is not, that isn't how skin works. That isn't how the color wheel works, right? So a bronzer, a warmer tone, warm up all around the periphery. It helps shape the face. It helps contour the face. It helps reshape it. But your contour, the shadows that you want to add in to reshape and properly reshape, like this bit, your cheeks, your nose, your jawline, that you want it to be grey tone. So yeah, that's the difference between the two. Blush, because it's on the more pinky side, even if you use, like, I know there's a trend at the moment for purple blush, whatever you're using for blush, that just gives you a more natural look where you would blush and where you get that redness. So that's what that is for. But whereas the bronzer is definitely for warming up the skin, and to, like, at the moment, if you look, I've got a very flat monotone skin because it's just the same shade as my foundation. So there's no nuance, there's no shape or anything to my skin. It looks very blank canvas. So yeah, so that's what a contour does. A contour adds you in shadow, adds in cheekbones, adds in, straightens your nose, does your jawline. Like a lot of people, I know a lot of trans women use contouring, shaping to reshape and to feminize a face. I know a lot of trans men will use a little bit of makeup techniques to kind of masculinize their face. So they will, you know, whereas I take my forehead in a little bit to minimize this, they will do the opposite and extend the forehead, because again, it's using that, the power of makeup, as Nikki Tutorial says, it's using that to reshape and redefine. So yeah, in a nutshell, that's what that's for. But if you want some, I'll be sticking some pictures up this week of some items that I have here from the declutter. Some of them I've not even used. So yeah, do let me know. As Kelly says there, look, it's just to give a little warmth and glow to the skin. Yeah, it is. It's to give a bit of warmth, a little bit of glow, to make you look sun-kissed, to put back in that natural sort of variance in skin tone, whereas your contour is to create shadow and to create shape. The only problem you can see in you getting a channel is people thinking you're awful because you're highly sarcastic and humorous, and you can't even tell which half the time. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. You're really impressed at what? That I bought a load of makeup. I know, right? Can you imagine? You swear you're actually pretty nice, just blunt. Well, that's you know, I know a lot of people like that. Did you ever try the luxurious setting powder you sent me? It's the Laura Mercier one. I have it in my back room. I've used it a couple of times. It seems absolutely fine, to be fair. The only thing is I can't get any more of it because, again, can't get hold of it. But yeah, it is in the back room. It's one of the items that is staying, spoilers, in my declutter, that is staying because I do actually quite like it. There is a space on YouTube for everyone, Matt. As long as it's humorous, then I'm sure you'll be fine. Yes, but you know what the internet's like. Sometimes you'll say something and then people are like, oh my God, you're cancelled. No, it's not kind words, Mr. Behave. It's not kind words at all. It's the truth, my darling. We don't blow smoke up anyone's ass on this channel. You should know that by now. Like, if you'd come in and said you put on £12, I'd have been like, well, I hope it was worth it. I hope that pizza was lovely. I hope you scoffed your, you know, draw a line, carry on. But £6 is nothing. Like, it's not even half a stone. Over Christmas and New Year and poorly, 3 weeks and takeaways, not even half a stone. Jesus, I'd have done that. I'd have done that in a night. You know what I mean? There is an audience for sarcasm, yeah. Just make sure you are thick-skinned in the comments. That's all I would say. You've got no filters to come across a certain way, as you can tell. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. Just be you, and if folks like it, yeah, that's the thing. Charisma, you don't have it. Well, you do. You've got charisma. It's just different people have different types of charisma. You don't have a channel, as you definitely have a face for radio. You see, you keep saying this, Ness. Your faces aren't neat. Your face is absolutely fine. Unlike you, I do not consider myself fit and would not want to afflict this face on anyone. I've seen your face. Your face is perfectly fine. Shut up. You don't consider yourself fit. You're just a bit of a joker. You're a midnight toker. Turning in the sun. You're a thinner. You're a thinner. You're something else. You're making a Slimming World ragu. Oh, how do you make that then? How are you doing that? That's interesting. Be right back, just getting a coffee. Absolutely. The world has to stop for coffee. Absolutely. I agree. Stop saying that, neat. You're fabulous and have a face that would fit anywhere. Absolutely. I agree. I agree. Totally agree. Totally agree. Totally agree. No problem, Holland. Yeah, no worries. Like, if anyone's got any questions about makeup and stuff, I'm not a makeup artist, right? I'm not an expert. I just did stage makeup on me and other people for a bunch of years when I was performing. So I got into the habit of, like, you have to learn. A little tip, right? For anybody on the YouTubes, for anybody watching anybody on the YouTubes, don't follow what they do blindly, right? Because don't follow what I do blindly. I use techniques that work on my particular face, right? The shape of my face. I contour it for the particular shape of my face. If I was doing makeup on you, I would probably do it in a very different way. I once had a friend of mine and she was phenomenal. She beat her face like a bloody queen. She was absolutely amazing. When she tried to do that on me, because she had a very long, thin face, very long, very thin, right? And I've got quite a round face, especially back then. Are we all right, Mister? Shoving me forward? Good boy. And so when she did the same techniques on my face she used on her, it went really horrible. It just looked odd because it didn't work on my skin and on my face shape. So yeah, and you're not a munter at all, Anita. I'm going to slap you when I see you if you keep saying things like that. So yeah, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, makeup is, learn the reasons why you do the things on the YouTubes, right? The reason you put a highlight on is to bring something forward. So the reason you highlight under here is to make your eyes look brighter, it makes your eyes look bigger. The reason I highlight under my brow is the exact same thing, because if I've got a lighter here and a lighter here, it makes my eyes actually look further back and it deals with my hood. When I highlight down the bridge of my nose, it's to kind of bring my nose slightly forward. If this part of my face down the front, it's why I highlight, if you notice, I do this bit here with concealer. I don't go all the way across, because what I'm actually doing is I'm putting the concealer here down my nose and a little bit here and a little bit on my chin sometimes, or that's where I put my highlighter, because I am giving a visual trick to bring this part of my face forward, which takes this part of my face back, and it makes my face look thinner. And because of the way that my face is shaped, that helps me, it just helps my face look a little bit better, quote unquote, meeting the standardized beauty standards. Now, nobody has to do that, right? There is no rules in makeup, but there is a theory, as Robert Welsh always says. So anywhere that you darken, you send back. So when I darken, when I put a contour here, basically what it's doing is this. See that shadow, right? So when I go, that there creates the look as if it creates that effect. So when I put shadow there, it makes it look as if my face is thinner. It highlights my cheekbones that make my cheekbones look more prominent. And that's also why I put highlighter on here, because for me, if you notice, I do highlighter, it normally starts about here and goes round my eye, because it makes this bit out and forward. So it makes my eyes really pop, my eyes stand out, my cheekbones, the top of my cheekbones then are highlighted, underneath is sent back, and equally when I put a little bit of highlight here and a little bit down here, it basically recreates, it changes the shape of my face. So absolutely, if you are oh, Misbehave, you sent a sticker. Oh my god. Oh, thank you. I will have to have a look on the oh, thank you. Oh, you don't have to do that, but thank you so much. Oh, Nanette sent a super chat the other day as well, and who else did? I think Rebecca did as well. Oh, thank you for that. Oh, I'm all touched and everything. Oh, thank you. But yeah, absolutely. So that is what I would say. That is why we do those things, right? So on my face, once you learn the reason why you do it, you can adapt that to your own face. So for me, I put the shadow here because it sinks my cheeks in, because I've got rounded face here. If you're somebody who's naturally got a very long, thin face, you're not going to want to put shadow here because you'll look like a bloody skeleton. So you might put yours like up here. You might shade this, sorry, this bit here, add a little bit of contour, and down here, and leave this bit here. Or you might highlight on this bit so it makes your face look wider. Again, learn the technique, learn the tricks, and then apply it to your face. That's what works. And when you literally are sat there watching a beauty YouTuber, if you follow what they're doing, unless you've got the same shaped face as them, it's not going to work for you. But oh, thank you so much, Misbehave. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. It always amazes me that people watch this stuff that I put out into the universe, let alone anything else. You only got one face unless you skin your victim, so you have to go with what you want regardless. Exactly, go with what you got, just do the best with what you've got. That's what I always say. And also, like, there are plenty of times I come on camera all the time without a stitch of makeup on, because it's authentic, you know what I mean? This is my face, and I don't touch up any of my photos. I don't put filters on any of my photos unless I do the piss take one like I did on Instagram with my giant lips and my giant cheeks. That was so funny, although I actually quite liked it. I was like, oh, Might get me lips and cheeks done. I thought it was quite cool. But yeah, the ragu sauce you use on the Similar World app is basically spaghetti bolognese with mince. Oh, okay. I'll have to have a look because we've done a spaghetti bolognese this week. You're going to slap me. So funny. Oh, I will. Oh, I will, Nate. You expect to see you on a Zoom call? Yeah. Well, you can do a Zoom call, you two. There could be a romance in the air. You don't fancy it? No, I don't really fancy my chances in a fight with Neat. No, not really. Highlight to enhance and contour to detract. That's one way to do it. Yeah, that's one way to do it. Yeah, absolutely. What red cap as if only Lisa, Kelly and Kirsty have seen you in the Zoom. Yeah, I know, right? Absolutely, Holland. Oh, you don't fancy my chances? Yeah, right. Okay, thank you. You are adorable. I completely agree. Yeah, absolutely. And Kelly does have cheekbones to die for. Exactly. The rest of us have to fake it. But, you know, oh, yeah, thank you. You so support with the words you said, made you feel happy with the grain. Oh, no, honestly, it's like £2 a week for 3 weeks is nothing. That's nothing. Honestly, my darling. God, you'll get that back off. No problem. No problem. Think about it as this, right? It isn't about the 3 weeks you missed. It's about the other 49 weeks of the year. That's what it's about, right? People say, oh, over Christmas and New Year, it's not about the week between Christmas and New Year. It's about the time between New Year and Christmas. Think about it in the long term. That's the only way I can do Slimming World now, because you've all watched me when I've come in and I've had a bloody maintain or I've had a gain and I've eaten the exact same food as Rufus and he's come in with £6 off and I've come in with like £1 on. It's disheartening, it's soul destroying, but I've just got to keep plugging away and think, do you know what? At the end of the day, yeah, it was Rebecca, thank you. I've just got to think at the end of the day, I've just got to keep plugging on. You always want to be as pale as a vampire. In your photo, Sir Matt, you are. Oh, everyone's so lovely on this. They are. Everyone's so lovely. You're still here, but in the kitchen listening as you're cooking. That's fantastic. Anita, don't make your cats use force. Okay. Don't know what that's about. Right, let's do the makeup. Let's do some stuff on my face, because this isn't going to be a long one, because we've got to go out and do shopping things today. So I'm going to use this pale sort of pinkish tone here. Is this, no, for a second I thought that was a cream. And I'm using it on a fairly fluffy brush. I'm just going to use this as my transition shade. In fact, you know what? I'm not. Mainly because I just dropped the brush on the floor. But what I'm actually going to do, hold on a second. Oh, they would. Red Cat, don't forget, Anita's cats are street cats. They are down with it. They are down with the, they are from the hood. They are like from the mean streets of Buxton. But yeah, they are down with it. They are proper grr. They are seriously hardcore pussies. But yeah, you know what I mean. Wow, you're having a mini celebration as one of your Instagram reels has had over 11,000 views. Yay! Well done, well done. Send some of that my way. God, Instagram's I can't hack Instagram. I can't get it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know what I need to do. I don't really understand it. I just post pictures. Yeah, no more fighting pussies, please. No more fighting pussies. You'll meow at you while you're trying to sleep until you give in. Standard. Congrats, Will. Exactly. Your cat would lick you all to death, probably. A bit like our staffies, because you know they're big ferocious guard dogs, these three. Jesus. Right, I'm using this pale creamy color just to set the, I haven't done an eye base. Oh, it's too late now. Too late. It's because I was chatting. It's too late now. So I'm just using this. It's actually a little bit paler than I thought it was, so that's fine. Now I'm going to go in with this sort of buff beige shade from the muted palette. I'm going to take this across. By the way, a little tip, everybody, when you're doing your makeup, remember the first place you place your brush is where most of your pigment, most of your color is going to go, because literally you've got it all on the brush. So if you start here on the inner corner, that's where you're going to get the darkest color. If you start here on the outer corner, assuming you want to have your outer corner darker than your inner corner, so it kind of deepens things up and opens your eye, then always start, even if it's a paler shade, unless it's like that cream, always start on the outer corner and then take your brush in rather than the other way around, because that way the product that you're laying down goes first here and then gets distributed across the eye. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. Look at me, right? You would think with all this makeup knowledge, you would think that I've been doing this like off stage for years. But if you go back on this channel and look at some of the earlier videos, especially when we were Slimming Worlding the first time round, I didn't wear makeup at all. Like, I do a little bit of powder, a little bit of mascara, and that was pretty much it. And that wasn't because I was like, I didn't wear makeup. It's because I was still working. So I was still performing, or I was on the gates, or whatever I was doing. And so I was still going out with a full face of makeup 3, 4, 5 days a week, full on, like full slap, full glam. And so for me, it just kind of got to the point where when I wasn't working, I didn't really play with makeup. But of course, these days, because I'm not working, I adore just sitting and playing and creating looks and doing different things. Absolutely love it. Right, if we're going for those greens, I think I'm going to build up the brown. So I'm going to go for this mid-tone, fairly dark brown here. I mean, it's not dark, but you know what I mean, fairly mid-tone, neutral brown. Right, let's have a look in the chat, by the way. Your cat is gorgeous, Holland. You love British blues. Absolutely. Do people saying congratulations to Will? Yeah, fantastic, Will. Your cat sounds like your dog. A licky dog. You were always told that if someone kidnapped you, they'd turn you pretty quickly. Okay, your father said he would have to pay the kidnappers not to return. That's awful. That is really awful. The things that parents say to kids. He's gorgeous. You also have another cat, a little tabby called Belle, and she's a Jekyll Hyde type. You'd want her on your side in a fight. Absolutely. There you go. Cats and kidnapping in common. Maybe a Zoom call is in order. You have a tortie like that. Oh, your father and mother dumped you at a year old into care. Do I win yet? Yes, dear. Red Cap, you'll never beat this Capricorn. Ah, you see, there you go. 2 Capricorns together. That's the thing, you see. And there's another one as well. When's your birthdays? Put your birthdays in the chat, please. Let us know when they are, so we can give you the birthday bumps or the birthday wishes or the birthday whatevers. So again, just starting to deepen up the outer corner, not going in too much because I'm going to go in with those greens, but I do want to add in a little bit of just a nice little wash of that brown. I'm going over that crease. I wasn't going to do the crease, but I am doing the crease now. So there we go. There we go. Building that up. See, for a palette that was probably less than £2, or like maybe £3, I don't think that's bad. I don't think that is bad at all. Quite a bit of pigment. If you wanted to just put a little sparkly eye and a little bit of highlighter under the brow bone, away you go. Away you go. Christmas Eve, yeah, 1st of June, September the 8th, and Nanette's. Yes, I know I got it wrong. I thought it was on the 3rd, and then I thought the 3rd was the next day, and it was the 4th, and days, time. I don't understand time, because, you know, besides, you got your bloody card. You got it late, but partly that was down to the post office being on, not strike, what's it called? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. 25th of August, says Kelly. I thought you were a Capricorn, Kel. I'm confused. So I'm using that pale cream color as my brow bone highlight. It is a little bit yellow, but it's fine. And now we're going to go in with the exciting colors, the greens. So I'm going to use that same brush. I've got my color switch here. So yes, there we go. And I'm going to go in with, we're going to go lighter color first. So we're going to go in with this one. I'm going fairly sparingly because I can't remember how pigmented it is. If it's anything looking at that yellow, that yellow was very, 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 very pigmented, that cream. So I've tapped right off. You can see, look, there's virtually nothing left. In fact, I think I tapped too much off. So I'm going to tap back on. Little tiny bit, tiny bit, right? Tiny bit. So we're just going to place that on the outer corner, and nothing's coming off. Right, okie dokie. So we're going to go in a bit more ham and try that again. Okay. Really nothing's coming off. So I'm going to use a flat brush, a packing brush, and we'll see what that looks like. So a lot more color this time. Right, so it's not that the pigment's not there, it's just that it doesn't. Oh wow, right, okay, fallout is real. So okay, everybody, Lisa is going on to emergency technique number 374, which is to bake. Well, where's my loose powder? Here we go. I know, right? Are you ready? Are you ready? So tip it into the lid with my sifter, then undo it, then use what's in the lid, use my puff puff, pick up the product and bake. There we go. A whole layer of loose powder. So this isn't to bake. This is actually just to catch any loose eyeshadow. So a little tip, like baking using, if you were to use like a wet concealer or foundation that you then bake, that's where everything falls out. That's where everything then looks really cakey. But because everything is already dry, when I'm putting the powder down, it's just going to catch the loose powder. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Sam. How are you? Or good afternoon, I should say. Good afternoon, my darling. I hope you are well. That works really well for you with loose powder. What, the sifter technique? It does, doesn't it? It's the best way to do it. Holland, well, you're way past the milestones of birthdays. Yeah, a little bit of fallout, not too bad. When you get old and die, they can tell your age by counting the rings inside of you like a tree. Absolutely. Well, they count my rings because every year I get more. So, you know, if you notice, like I get more and more on my hands each year. You're going back in years now, not forward. Absolutely. You did a personality test and you got the rarest personality type. I did a personality test and they said 1 at a time, please. I got on the scales at Slimming World and they said 1 at a time, please. Oh dear. What? Matt and Neat have another commonality being caps. Is that what the cap relates to? Could you recommend a place to buy a puff puff? This one is by Brushworks, and this was sent to me by the lovely Anita in my Christmas bundle. But you can buy them on Amazon. Like, you can buy a whole pack of them for virtually nothing on Amazon, to be fair, Will. So yeah, I would just grab some on Amazon, to be fair. Like the ones I've got that I normally use, I've had for years. I just stick them in my little net wash bag thing and stick them in the microwave. Stick them in the washing machine. Hang on, I need some coffee. I need some caffeine. Hang on, everyone. Yeah. So I just stick them in the washing machine and they come out clean enough to use. But yeah, just on Amazon, to be fair. Don't buy anything too expensive. Like you can get them for a couple of quid for like 8 or something, or like £5 for 10 or something like that. Don't spend any real money on them because it's not worth it. The cheap ones are just as good. And also, to be fair, like the Tatty Beauty Wonder, what was it, the Blenderful thing, it's just a puff puff. People have been using them for years. But yeah, I would say just have a little look see on the Amazon. You're Welsh. Oh, that's lovely, you see. My family are Welsh, you see, so it's lovely. My grandmother, no, my grandmother's mother, she used to get very angry, you see. So we used to call her Nanny, and Nanny used to get very angry. Oh, don't make Nanny angry. No, if you make Nanny angry, no, it's not good if you make Nanny angry. So she was very angry sometimes, you see. So she was from Swansea, you see. So she used to ever so carefully, ever so occasionally rather, get angry. And when we were children, she'd get angry at us from Swansea, you see, for very angry. So I can't really do very much on the Welsh accent, but I can do her angry, you see. She gets very angry, so she does. Aye, that one. Yes, there we go. Just at the beginning of Burger. So you're talking star signs. I don't know what you're talking about. You're wrapping your kitchen worktops. Are you? In what? In newspaper? Wrapping them in Christmas paper? I don't understand what you mean. Got your eldest home from school positive. Oh no. Oh no. So you're using the time to upcycle your house. Well, at least if you've got a kid home as well, you can say, right, you get this, get that, do this, do that. I'm not baking. No, I'm just put down some loose powder to catch the fallout. So technically it's not baking because the products underneath were dry. So yeah, your tagline, you're not better than you, although I may think it, but I'm doing better. Okay. You know what they say. You know what Dramageddon was all about. Dramageddon 1. Better, not bitter. Yeah. You'll look into that. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Fabulous. Yeah, I did. Most of them I did. Yes, Nee. Most of them I did. You don't sound Welsh, but your name means river. Does it? Stop what? Stop saying Welsh, you see. But it is my grandmother's accent. Hello, Kylie. I hope you're bloody well. So I do. I hope you're very, very, very well. So yeah, my family, you see, was from Swansea. And whenever I went to Swansea, you see, I'd go very lovely, you see. And occasionally, you see, I did go to Abergavenny, and I did go to Clanfair Pool Call, or Quandrabo, Candosilio, go. So I go there, you see. It was lovely. And when I go to Snowdon, you see, it was lovely up the mountain, so it was. Bloody lovely. So you see, I very easily could have had this accent, very, very easily. I could. It's very, very natural to me. So it is, because as I was growing up, you see, I used to hear this until my nanny died, and she died at when I think I was 6. Yes, 1982. I was 6 years of age, and my nanny died, and so up until that point, occasionally, you see, when she got angry, you'd very much hear her accent. So you would. So it'd be very much like, and it was a proper Swansea accent. Not in something like Gavin and Stacey. No, it was proper Swansea. A bit more like Ivor the Engine, so it was. I gotta stop now. No Gavin and Stacey here. I know it's lovely, you see. It's my genuine accent. It's not my fault. Whereabouts do I live now? I live in Swansea, so you see, I live in Abergavenny in the valleys, down in the valleys. Lovely, you this. It's lovely. Oi. Oh, ma'am, make us an omelette. Man, make us an omelette. That's that Gavin Stacey, isn't it? No, I know, right? You know me in accents. I'm so good at accents. No, I am in like their Leeds, you see. Hang on, Leeds, Yorkshire. Right, proper Yorkshire, isn't it? Aye. But you do Yorkshire, it turns into Barnsley. Barnsley sounds like you've been smoking 40 a day for 37 years. Oh, Barnsley. No. Welcome to Accents with Lisa. Hi. Please allow me to step back into my actual childhood accent, because my actual childhood accent was a little more like this. So because I had a speech impediment when I was growing up, my childhood accent was actually determined by the speech therapist that I went to. So I received English, you see, because that was what the speech therapist taught us. So when I was learning how to actually speak without stuttering, that was this was the end result, you see. So all the way through, people thought I was terribly posh, even though I grew up on a council estate. But there you are. So this green is not the best. It really is not the best. It's a little bit patchy, but again, I mean, you know, we're getting there. We're building it up, and we are going over that brown. So, you know, it is working. It's just taking a little bit to get us there. But I am now just feathering this out a little bit and smoking it up, just to kind of give us that smoked out look. So there we go, you see. And now think I need to go slightly higher on my left eye, ever so slightly, just there where the hood comes down. Right, build that up a little bit more. I mean, to be fair, this isn't the best in the world, but again, this palette was probably less than £3, so I'm not really complaining. There we go. Look, it's definitely there, isn't it? It's definitely there. And then I'm going to use, because this one has a little bit of a shimmer to it, I'm actually going to go in with my Makeup Revolution eye elements in Core. This is the one that is a dupe for the MAC Painterly paint pot in Painterly. Where did you get that tube from? Was that his tube by any chance, Alvy? Did you get that from his bed? That's naughty. She's right cheeky, isn't she? Oh, Kylie, you're waiting for, hang on a second. Right, let me go back in. You hear Essex in my accent sometimes. Not from Essex. The reason you hear Essex is because of Rufus, because Rufus is from Essex. So that's why you hear an Essex twang sometimes. But I am from Hampshire. So a lot of Hampshire has a very similar, well, a lot of Hampshire is like Hampshire Hogany. It's like farmer. So some of that is Hampshire. But also because where I grew up, it was a lot more like a London accent. So there was a lot more Essex and sort of London to it. But then, as I say, over the years, because I had a speech impediment and because I had to have a speech therapist, that's why my accent changed. So yeah. Right then, you have visions of it going wrong. What's that? Visions of what going wrong? Hang on. What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? Hang on a second. Everything's going. Oh, you're wrapping them in vinyl. All right. Okie dokie. You fancy doing that, but you're crap at DIY. Yeah, but you're good at other things. Hi, Kylie and Sam. Hope your boy is okay, Sam. Yeah, absolutely, my darling. Me too. I live across the Solent, over the Pennines. No, over the across the, no, what is it? Over the Solent, across the Pennines, and over the Irish Sea. Not the Mersey. The Mersey. Ugh, like a Grove. I'm not doing accents. Shut up. I can't do accents. You have visions of it going horribly wrong if you were to do that. Absolutely. It's then you like an hour and 15 minutes to dry your hair because of this chat. Oopsie. You're waiting for your Makeup Revolution delivery this morning. What have you got, Kylie? What did you pick up? Did you get things in the sale? It's snowing here now, so it's probably delayed. Probably. It is building up. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely there, isn't it? It's definitely showing up. Is the color off yet? It's been 30 minutes. Oh, it has, isn't it? It has. Does tomato puree make bolognese? Oh, does tomato puree make bolognese more tasty? Something missing? Yeah, it can do. It gives it a bit of extra tomato kick. Yeah, and it's also free on Slimmy World, so you don't have to sin it or anything. It's a blizzard. It is, yes. You think Rufus is not far from? Well, it's from not far from you. You're from Romford. So's Rufus. Rufus is from Romford. Absolutely, yes. He is from Romford. We go down. His mum and dad still there, and his sister are all still there. We go down. Well, we haven't been down for a couple of years because of bloody COVID. But yeah, a little bit more close enough runs to wash hair. Yeah. You like a splash of vinegar in tomato sauces? Yeah, that's good. We do. There's a really good Slimming World recipe where you use a tin of chopped tomatoes, a tin of beans, and some pickled onions, and you blend them in a soup, and it comes out like Heinz tomato soup because of the vinegar from the pickled onions. Absolutely. Or balsamic. Oh, I love balsamic vinegar. I love balsamic vinegar. Yum yum yum. But yeah, Rufus is from Romford. Absolutely. What's the shopping centre down there? Like the big one? Because in the shopping centre down there was a sign on the sinks in the toilet once, and it said push tap, don't twist. And then when you push it, nothing happened, and you had to twist the tap. It was so ridiculous. It made me giggle. I ended up taking a picture. Anyway, let's do the green. So we're going to go on with the shimmery green now, which is this one down here. It's a very muted, darker green, and I do have that icon now in place. So it's not technically going to be a cut crease. It's just adding that in. Yeah, lemon as well. Anything with the acidic. The same with sugar. Yeah, you can add sugar to tomatoes, but not if you're on Slimming World because you've got to sin it. But yeah, look at that. There we go. Look. Wow. That's impressive. I'm liking that. Maybe this needed an eye base. Maybe both greens needed an eye base. That would make a lot more sense, wouldn't it? And this shimmer, it's not really a shimmer. It's more of a satin. But again, look at this. Look how this is building. For a palette that's less than £2, I have no complaints about this. I'm telling you, absolutely no complaints. Right, I'm going to pick it up with a brush now and just pack this just onto the crease and also just take it a little bit further out. Like so. Look at that, everybody. Lakeside, yay, that's the one. That's the one. And I love Romford Market. Romford Market, where you can go and get a Louis Vuitton scarf for £7.99, innit? I love Romford, innit? Go like TK Maxx in Romford, innit? Go Lakeside, go Lakeside, I know, right? I got my Makeup Revolution big bloody set I did, like the chocolate, I Heart Chocolate palettes. All of them came from Lakeside, because Superdrug's in Lakeside, wasn't it? And we got, there's also a really nice down there. There's like a really nice florist in Lakeside. We got my mum-in-law some lovely flowers we did from Lakeside. It was lovely. We like Romford, don't we? Right, go Romford. Going down Market, go Romford, innit? Romford Market. You're going down Romford Market. Romford Market. Oh, this is all about accents today. You really want a good lasagna? I know, right? Oof, I know. You lived in Sheffield for a bit. Oh, really? Wow. 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 I never lived in Sheffield. I got an ex-boyfriend from Sheffield. A little sweetener takes the acidic edge off. It does. Kelly, oh, what did you buy? Kylie. Super Eye Base Eye Primer and Brow Shaping Kit. Oh, okay. That's cool. You remember when Lakeside opened? Did you? Did you go Lakeside, love? Go Lakeside, innit? Trio blush set, tan base, contour set, all in sale in a few brushes. Oh, well done. Well done. Sounds like a right bargain. Lakeside had a Poundland open a couple of years ago. It was the biggest scandal. Why was it scandal, love? What was the scandal in Lakeside, wasn't it? What was that all about? Why was there a scandal in Lakeside? I don't know. Like, let me know, love, innit? Let me know. Come on, spill the beans, lovey. I don't say lovey. No one says lovey in Essex, do they? All right, love. All right, love. All right, my love. All right, love, innit? Like love, innit? Right. I'm just going back in with that first green colour. Now we know how pigmented this shimmery one is. I'm just going to build that a little bit and smoke it out. Really weird, actually, because in the pan and on the swatches, the shimmer one looks so much darker. Like, this one is the one that I'm using on the top, and this one is the shimmer. Now, on the swatches, it was the other way around. But yeah, really interesting. But actually, that green is looking really funky. Right, let's see if the powder's done its job. Yay. There's a little bit of fallout, a little bit hit my eye just where I missed the powder, but that's okay. Right then, there we go. That's looking intense, isn't it? I'm loving this. This was a good idea. Well done to all of you that voted for this palette. And well done for Neat, who said, oh, she always goes for pink. Not this time. Right then, shall we go for, right, colour wheel. So greens go into blue, blues go into purple. So I can't put the purple on next to the green, or can I? Let me just have a little look, see. Let's see what that would look like. There's the green, there's the purple. Oh, is it a purple or is it a blue? Actually, I might try that. Should we try it? Should we try it? Do we think? Hang on. Because they thought it would lower the tone to have a Poundland. Really? What? In bloody Romford, lower the tone of Romford, innit? Lakeside want posh. We've been Lakeside. We saw Star Wars in Lakeside. What was it? The one where Leia came back from the dead. I can't remember what it's called. Rogue One. We saw that in Lakeside, didn't it? Oh my God! It was supposed to be a posh shopping experience, was it? Oh no, it wasn't. You mean no harm? No, it was fine. You feel a blue eyeliner coming on. Absolutely. That's what I'm going to do now with my angle brush under my eye. It's kind of a bluey purple. So I had to double check, obviously looking at the color wheel, because greens go into blue. So you want colors that are, if you don't know about color theory, you want to go for a color that is similar. So a color that is next to each other, they complement, or a color opposite to get the clashing moment. So a blue is fine with a green, but a purple might be too far away, but this is a bluey purple, so it should work. So yeah, right, let's try. Okay, don't mind that at all. Don't mind that at all. Got to say, it also goes with my nails. I redid my green. And just there, where there's a bit of green, look. Yeah, again, it takes a little bit to build it up, but that's not bad at all, to be honest. You like chopped red? Oh yes, absolutely, absolutely. Hang on, Liam Perrins is Worcester sauce. Yeah, Henderson's is a Worcester sauce, I think, as well. I think it is. You put a hot sauce in your bolognese, that'll give it some kick. What I do, Misbehave, if you're looking for some from Slimming World tips, we did it this week actually. We talked about it on the live yesterday. I got a 400-gram packet of pork mince, 5% pork mince, made a bolognese, but I added lots of textured vegetable protein, so soya mince into it, because it's fat free, just expands it. And so day before yesterday, we had that as a bolognese with pasta. Yesterday, I added in a tin of kidney beans, a tin of mixed beans, some chili flakes, and some ground chili. Added that in, a bit more water, and then basically cooked all that through again, the bolognese, and that then had carrots in it, peppers in it, and peas in it, and onions and mushrooms. So it was like a very speedy bolognese. But then because I put all that chili in, we had it with rice yesterday. If you look on our Instagram, Rufus posted pictures. He's posting pictures of all our main meals now. So that's what we had. And it was absolutely delicious. And we do that all the time. We'll make a meal one day, do a bolognese, or sometimes like in the winter, we'll do a slow cooker, I'll do a stew. And then the next day, add the kidney beans and the chili and turn the stew into a chili. So yeah, that's something that we do all the time. And it works. It works really, really, really well. Because it extends what you're eating. It extends, it makes something go a little bit longer, but also it was well, you think that was the first peppers, mushroom, onions? Yeah, you think that was the first meal without a side of veg? Pretty much. I mean, the pasta was vegetable pasta, so it was actually made with the white pasta in it, or the yellow pasta was chickpea pasta. The green pasta was pea pasta, I think it is, and or green bean pasta, and the red pasta was beetroot pasta. So it's actually made with those. It's gluten free, so it's actually like it's high in protein and very low in carbs. And yeah, high in protein, higher in protein, but high in fiber. So it was actually a vegetable pasta that we had. So yeah, that's why we had that. Otherwise, we would put it over a bed of vegetables normally. Oh, and there was also 2 cups of cabbage soup in it as well. So I made a cabbage and beetroot soup and put 2 cups of that into the bolognese as I was cooking it down to add in the cabbage. So yeah, every day is a school day. Absolutely is. You do the same and then put the stew in a pie. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Where do we buy the vegetable pasta? In Aldi. They don't always have it in, but it's in their random aisle. It's not where the pasta is. It's in their middle bits. So yeah, that's where we get that from, because they don't always do it. They don't always have it in. Over Christmas, they got rid of a lot of it and they didn't have it. So that was really annoying because we really, really like it. I'm just noticing as well the fallout that's here. Brushed away, brushed away. There we go. So we've got the blue and the green. That's working really well. Yeah, thank you, Kelly. It is. It's in Aldi. You do it with phyllo pastry. That's a good idea. You just wanted it, but tasty. You've basically put a spice rack in it. Yeah. They also have. That's the one. That's the one, Kelly. That's the one. The beetroot, the chickpea, and the green pea. That's the one that we get. Nope. There you go. That's the one. Absolutely. Pastry is just too high in calories for you. You used to love pie. What we're going to do is so we've got some low dough pizza bases. That's really nice. We've got a recipe coming up using those again because we've adapted the cooking method of those. But also we did a pork pie. If you look at the Christmas video that we did, the Slimming World on Plan Christmas, there's a pork pie recipe that we did. So we're going to do that and film that as well. So that'll be coming up soon as a little, we're going to call it a fun size recipe because it won't be part of the Tasty Tuesday. It will be a bonus video at some point. So whenever that goes up, it'll be a 5-day week for us for filming. Right. So I'm quite liking where we're at so far with the eyes. It actually looks a lot more smoked up in person than it does than it's looking on camera. So yeah, I'm quite liking that. I'm going to go in with, what do I want to do? Right, what have I got left in my little tub from MUA? I think I've only got, surprisingly, I didn't have an MUA mascara. I thought I did, which probably means I'll find it tomorrow. Right, so I've got some lippies. So we will have to use, I have to work out what color to use for those. So then for mascara, I'm dipping back into my Team Project Pan bag and I'm going for my Ico Lash Alert. I don't even remember when I got this one. I really don't. I know it's not super old, but I am filming. I've got the tub. Oh, actually, hang on a second. I was about to say, I'm sure I don't have an MUA one, but I might have because the tub is just there. Hang on, let me get my mascara drawer. Oh gosh, hang on, sorry everybody, you're going to see my boobie up close. Boobies. Oh dear. Oh, Mr. Eddie, why would you do that? Come on, come here, Eddie. Oh, he's gone in his bed now because he bloody well, as soon as I stood up, he went to sit where I sat and I didn't realize he was there. Good lord. Right, where have we gone to? You made them after you explained. What? Made what? The pork pies. Oh, so nice. Palette just arrived. Thank you so much. It's even more beautiful palette than it looked in the picture. Oh, fantastic. I've got some stuff to go up as well for the spanners, by the way. I have some stuff to go up. It's really high pastry. You like pies sometimes. You use Tesco low-fat pastry, the one you roll out. Oh, I didn't know they did that. I can't have pastry because of the gluten, but yeah. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, nice idea. They was really nice. Your bread didn't go all the way around the pork, but you used the cocktail sticks. They were so filling. You made 2 from the small tin. Absolutely. That's a good idea. Do you mean the one Holland sent you? Not, yeah, absolutely. Glad you can get some use out of it. Oh, fabulous. You're getting sleepy. Oh no, Holland. I hope you're okay. Oh, fabulous. What pastry do you use for sausage rolls? We don't make sausage rolls. If we were to do sausage rolls, you know, we'd probably use the bread trick as well. Probably. Eddie Munster. Mister. Come on, Eddie. Come on up. Come on, matey moo. Come on then. I didn't mean to nearly sit on you, but you sat right behind me, mate. You did. Little mush. Little Mister. Little Eddie Munster. Right. So this is one of the drawers from my pull-outy thing. And this is all of my eyeliners and mascara. I know, right? Oh, Will's going. All right, Will, DM me and I will speak to you soon, my darling. Have a lovely, lovely day. Have a fabulous day and I'll see you, if not on Kirsty's Live tomorrow at 8 o'clock UK time, I will see you maybe on Sunday for a tarot reading. If not, maybe back here on Wednesday or whenever. We'll see you around. Have a lovely, lovely weekend if you're doing anything fab. And we'll see you soon. Take care. Absolutely, yeah. It will tide you over. You'll get a whole new use of a palette and then your Beauty Bay one will turn up, your Nikki one. that eyeshadow doesn't look bad at all. I know, right? For a £2 palette, I'm going to do some finagling with it. Right, let me double check. This is my spoilers. This is my, oh, I've got a bronzer. I decluttered this, but I might use it because it's MUA. This was, I stuck it in here because it was going in the declutter, but actually, right, I'm going to use it for today. There we are. That was lucky, wasn't it? Right then, let's have a little look. So this is all my, these are all mascaras. And I've got my Ico Lash Alert one as well. And then I've also got more mascaras that haven't been, oh, that one's not in there. I've got, yeah, so I've got another mascara. This is the one that Belinda sent me. So, you know, I have a whole bunch of mascaras. So I am going to do this video at some point today. I'm planning on filming this one, the declutter of this, but I'm wondering if I have an MUA. Yes, I do. MUA mascara. Yes, thank you very much. Sometimes being a hoarder has its benefits. Right, do I have an MUA eyeliner? Let's double check. So, first of all, we'll go in the coloured liner ones. Actually, are these MUA? Are these MUA? No, Essence. Bugger. I thought they were MUA, but they're Essence. Right, let me have a look. I know, right? Normally I do all of this before I get ready, but none of it was in the drawer because obviously the drawer was in here, so I couldn't do this on the I know, right? This is so bad, and I just said to Holland as well that I would like the Logan, the green and berry one. I don't. Probably don't need it, but I want it because it's nice, and it's free. Right, that's a purple. That's George. What's this? Revolution. That's not MUA. I know, right? Sorry, everyone. I'm just trying to find. That's Catrice. I'm trying to find an MUA, so everything is from the same brand. If not, I've got to use my team. Oh my God, that's old. I've got to use my Team Project pan. You know, when you go through your things, because I very rarely use a lot of this. I'm like, well, that's old as well. Jesus, Stargazer. I've still got Stargazer makeup from like when I was on stage. Body Sharp. Come on, I must have some. All of these brands, I must. MUA. Right, but that's a purple. Right, I'm probably not gonna wear a purple. But what's this brand? What's this? Oh, MUA. Oh, and that's a bluey green. Oh, that might be good. Let me just see if I've got a black as well. Hang on a second, where are we? If you're loving the chat, oh yeah, thank you. Oh, I wouldn't, Ness. Hang on, Ness, I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. Oh my God, please don't. It's the hardest thing going. If you notice, like there's been very little on the Witchy channel recently, apart from the tarot and the podcast, because trying to film for 2 channels is an absolute nightmare. If I had my time over, I would absolutely never set up a second channel until the first channel had like 10,000 subbies. Absolutely not, because all it does is it dilutes your time. It means that you're filming on 2 different channels. Like if you want to do different content, say if you want to do a cooking channel, just do Little Miss Budget does cooking on your channel. Like, this is why the health and beauty is working on this channel, because like the Slimming World stuff has one audience, the beauty stuff has another audience, and there are people that cross over between the two. If I had my way, Beyond Authentic would have just been like the one channel that would have, like, well, not if I had my way. If I had my time over, I would just have the one channel, and witchy content would be on here, and everything would be all on here at the same time. It's the hardest thing trying to keep up with 2 channels. It really, really, really is. It's so difficult, my darling. I would not recommend it at all. And in fact, everybody, I'm still going through my liners, everybody I know that has a second channel has all said the same. It's like, don't start a second channel until your first one is like super, super big and you can afford editors, or you can afford you know, all of that extra stuff, because it's just going to dilute your audience. And especially, like, I'm not being funny, Ness, but like where you are still just under 200, like there is a market for whatever you want to do on your channel. Like, it's not like so imagine, like, let's think of one of the bigger channels like Jeffree Star, right? Say if Jeffree Star, oh no, let's not use Jeffree Star, let's use Nikki Tutorials, right? Say if Nikki Tutorials wanted to do a, I don't know, a Chihuahua breeding channel, right? She's talked about Chihuahuas and these are all the puppies and everything else, right? She could call it Nikki's Puppies, but I mean, she's having her boobs done, so it would be called Nikki's Puppies, but it would then basically have to start from scratch. Some of her audience would go across, but it would have to start from scratch. What the advice would be just to integrate that into your content as is, even if it's totally different. And then if your audience kind of, you know, if your audience gets totally confused, then break off into a second channel. But not to do that until you are a massive channel, because it's just really difficult. Like, please don't, please don't, like, whatever it is you're doing, you do it on the one channel. Just like if you notice, when we do the health, when we do the beauty ones, I literally now say this is Beyond Authentic Health and Beauty. Today we're on the beauty side of things, so I literally say that. It's why I've got a different logo for, or different idents for the videos, so when they pop up it's got a slightly different feel, but all on the same channel. Please don't do a second channel. Like, it's the one thing on YouTube that I regret. I absolutely regret, because if you think about it, over on the Witchy channel there are, and again that was originally a beauty channel, all of those viewers should have been on this one, and this channel could be another 500-600 like bigger than it is now. And it's just because I was pig-headed back in the day, and because I had left Slimming World, I didn't think anybody would want to watch Fat Lisa do anything. I honestly didn't. And so that's why I didn't do the beauty content over here. I should have done, and I kick myself every single day for not having done that, in all honesty. But thank you, Kelly. Absolutely. If you haven't done already, please give this a lovely thumbs up. That would be really useful. That would be really helpful. Please do that. What's the new channel going to be about? Please don't. You're going to be doing lifestyle and mental health, but I won't be posting as often. Just do it on your channel. Like, do it on your channel, Ness. Honestly, there is a market for it on your channel. You already talk about mental health stuff. You already talk about lifestyle stuff. Little Miss Budget doesn't have to just be about makeup. You can do stuff on your channel. If you dilute it, it's so difficult, and your second channel will not grow. Like, please, from the bottom of my heart, please don't. It's so difficult. Can you pay to have a Zoom call with me? Can do if you want to. I don't know what it would be about though. Okay, I would agree with Lisa and keep to the one. Lisa would know, talking from experience, it's the reason why I've not tried to particularly label your content. Absolutely. It would be better. Neil's here. Hello, Neil, my darling. Hello. Yeah, absolutely. Like, Little Miss Budget, Ness, that name is so generic, right? You could do budget cooking, you could do budget lifestyle, you could do, you know, this is me without a huge amount of money redecorating my lounge. You know, you could do Little Miss Budget does fitness by walking and that sort of thing. When you're talking about mental health, you know, you just go, hi, I'm Little Miss Budget. We do things on a budget here. Today I'm going to be talking about my mental health, or today I'm going to be talking about how I get through depression, or whatever it might be. Keep it all on the same channel and just build your brand around you. Like this, that's the one thing I've learned. Honest to God, it's my biggest regret, because I feel so much pressure to film on both. So at the moment, I'm trying to film effectively 3 different categories of content for 2 channels, like witchy and alternative stuff over on Beyond Authentic, and over here health stuff and beauty stuff. And it's very difficult, very hard. Honestly, please don't. Anyway, we'll go on. So yeah, you can go on Fiverr. I haven't reopened that. Well, girl, I mentioned that on Sunday. My brain is really bad. Yeah, something to consider. Just put it all on your channel. Just and then because you never know, Ness, it might be that your lifestyle content or your mental health content is what kickstarts your channel into megastardom, and you might suddenly find that you're picking up hundreds and thousands of subscribers for that content, and then you'll become a lifestyle channel that does makeup, or a lifestyle channel that or a mental health focused channel that also does makeup and also does other things. Like keep it fluid, honestly. Anyway, good afternoon, Neil. I hope you are well, my darling. I'm so excited for the next necro. It's ridiculous. I really am. Yeah, keep it all on the main channel. Just plug away on your one channel. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it, honestly. You are building your channel, absolutely, Ness, absolutely. And you're working with you're collabing with other YouTubers and doing all of that. You've just got you've got. So what they say, right? Shall we? Let's have some honest chat, right? I know we were supposed to be finishing at 1:30, but I think Rufus is still asleep. To be honest, he didn't get to sleep till super late. Let's have an honest chat about our channels, right? So, oh, look at that! I'm pausing because I'm suddenly scared to have an honest chat. Right? What would? Okay, let me put it this way. If there was something about my content that people could change, right? And I'm a big girl. I've got my big girl knickers on. So please be honest. If there was something about my channel or something about the content that you don't like or that rubs you the wrong way, let me know in the chat, right? Because I want to grow and I want to make my channel as interesting and as good and as popular and all of that shit as it can be. I really do want to grow this year on the YouTube, so I want to make content that people are interested in, and I want to make it, decent quality. But if there's anything that I'm doing wrong, please let me know in the chat today. Let me know now. If you're watching this on replay, put it in the comment section. If there's something that you think, oh my God, Lisa, shut the fuck up about this, that, and the other, let me know. If there's anything you think, oh my God, Lisa, why don't you do this? Let me know. We've been chatting with Neil. There's like a few things I'm thinking about doing some reactions of that I'm going to do on the other channel. I'm going to put my mascara on. This is the MUA Amplify Statement Lash, by the way. Have I finished my eyes? I think so. I don't think I want to add too much. I'm going to add some sparkle in a minute because I do have. Oh no, I don't have an MUA highlighter. I need to use the one from my kit. So if there is something, seriously, like I am big enough and ugly enough to take it. If there is something that you think, oh my God, Lisa, shut up about this. But okay, that's interesting. Thank you, Anita. The reason that I do it that way is because it's very difficult when you're doing a declutter to have to hold up every product and hold it to camera and all of that. It's much easier to do the declutters camera down on the handy cam. It's also kind of a chance for you to see the swatches, because again, if I'm holding that up to the camera, it's much easier if the camera is dead focused. And also, to be fair, it means that I can film late at night. I don't have to put a full face on to film and everything else. And so for the declutters, and also that seems to be the standard that people do across the whole makeup genre. So that will be something that probably will stay. I do get it. I do understand. I mean, maybe I could add a second camera looking at my face, but then again, I'd have to do my face. I'd have to put my makeup on. And the whole point about how I'm filming them as bonus content is that they're filmed late at night. So I'm literally like, right, okay, like I've done everything else. I've taken my face off, or I've not put makeup on that day. I don't have to glam up to do that. But yeah, you wouldn't change anything at all. You'd like to see some more reviews and maybe some videos about the different tarot cards and how you connect with them. That's really interesting. Thank you, Kelly. I am looking at that on the Witches channel. I am looking at doing some more tarot content. I've been a little bit reticent because, again, it's a very personal thing for me, a bit like the discussion we were having earlier with Matt. It's like oh, absolutely, Nee, absolutely. like like if I'm talking makeup, I can't be on camera without my face on. Like, absolutely not. No way, no way, no way. Can't do it. No, 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 no. I don't mind starting off that way, but not if I'm doing. I just couldn't. That'll freak me out. Hang on. Um, so yeah, I am. As far as the tarot, like the conversation we had with Matt earlier, and we were talking about the different cards. My okay, I will do that. I will do that. I will do a video talking about the relationship with the cards and how that's built up for me and how it's different to other readers, because I think that is interesting. I really do. Um, uh, okay, that's interesting, Holland. You don't like the tarot readings. You think it's people taking advantage of my good nature. Um, to be honest, it's something that is growing the channel. It's something that is, I really enjoy doing the tarot readings. It's something that I am good at, and I am good at them. And it's something that has led to, Fiverr gigs and things, and a few people have booked readings, not hundreds, but a few have booked readings over there. So that's a good way of having a bit of income to plow into the channel, because obviously that channel is not monetized, and even this one that is monetized, it's earning bugger all, because we're, until you're at 20,000 subscribers or something, there's not a lot of money in the YouTube. So it's neither here nor there. But to be honest, doing the personal videos where I do open up a little bit more about my relationship with tarot, and almost taking the same approach that we're doing with a podcast, taking that to the other witchy content, is something I am looking at this year. To be honest, I really am, because I wasn't entirely happy with some of the videos I made last year on the witchy channel. Some of the stuff talking about the sabbats and things, whilst it's informative, I don't follow every sabbat, and I never have. And when we were talking to Neil in the podcasts, I'm going to put this mascara on, by the way, while I'm chatting. When I was talking to Neil in the podcasts, and it's like, obviously normally we film for about 2 hours, and then it's all edited down to an hour for what you actually see on and hear on the podcast. But all of that, it is really personal, and we've talked about how it is. Hang on, it's really hard to do mascara whilst chatting. Oh, almost got it in my eye. Almost got it in my eye. This is quite a good mascara. I remember why I kept this one. Look at this. Look at that, everyone. Look how that is building. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the difference. Wow. That's so cool. This is really good. I love that. That's fine. No, that's absolutely fine. That is absolutely fine. I get it. I should be paid for it, but it's something that for 2 hours, I don't mind doing as a freebie, because, to be honest with you, it leads people into the other content. It shows that I know what I'm talking about when it comes to that content. It establishes the brand of Beyond Authentic as somebody who knows what they're talking about in the realm of tarot. So that's why I do it. It's got lots of, like, there's a psychology element, there's a branding element behind it, all of that. It's something where I do get to use a skill that I've got in a public forum in a way that is good for me and is leading to other things. I've had, Katie Flowers and other YouTubers get readings from me and promote me because of that. And that's been really interesting. So yeah, thank you to those people for covering me for that. And that's really helped with again, with credibility and building credentials, because that's really important. So yeah, all of that. Uh, oh, thank you, Byron. You'd love more witchy content, however that might look. Love the video review you did on the witches. Neil has sent me a whole load of ideas for things on the React videos, and I've now got the software sorted See, again, I am, Neil would tell you, I am an absolute stickler for trying to get the content in a certain way. So on the lives, I've got no choice but to just say what I am and then go with what I've just said, even if I fuck up my words. Whereas on the podcast, Neil will tell you, it's very stop and start the way my brain goes, because I want to say something and I'll get one word wrong. And rather than just carrying on, my brain goes, blah, 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 blah. Absolute pain in the bum. Absolute pain in the bum. But yeah, so there will be more React videos, and there will be more witchy content coming. I am looking at how I can do that and be a lot more authentic, if that makes sense. Like, nothing that I put out is like not what I believe. Nothing I've put out is not genuinely my own thoughts. But there are things where I'm caging myself slightly with the witchy content. I am slightly aware of pissing off the Wiccans, or especially the Wiccans, pissing off the fluffy bunnies, pissing people off. And that, I've now decided that I don't care about that. Like, people are going to hate what I say anyway. Like, I've had Christians slagging me off on the channel already. Like, at the end of the day, what I am going to be doing over there is more personal witchcraft. So, like, it's one of the reasons why I've cancelled Witch Casket for the time being. Not that I don't love it, because I adore it, but I don't do all of their, I don't think I've done any of their rituals. I think I might have done one, the abundance one. I don't think I've done any of their other rituals because it isn't mine. And for me, witchcraft comes from me. It comes from within. And so, yeah, it's one of those things that I need to just, you know, be a bit more personal with. Yeah, absolutely. 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 I will do that. I am looking at that, Kelly. Thank you for that. I am looking at that because, again, it's one of those things where I think, as a tarot reader, again, of 27 years, like, I mean, we've just said the whole thing about the magician. For me, that's a really Jekyll and Hyde card. Like, it can be really dark and really twisted when you look into it, or it can be a really like, haha. And depending on the reading, depending on the readers, it can be very, very different. And so, yeah, that is something I am going to work on. There is a tarot series coming. It gets bugger all views, the tarot stuff, to be honest. It really doesn't. Like, nobody wants to see me flip through the cards or do this, that, and the other. But what I am planning on doing is filming how I connect with the Star Spinner tarot deck, because that's the next deck I want to use. And like, explaining as I go through that what my process is. I think that might be interesting. But yeah, thank you, Holland. Thank you, Holland. Thank you, Holland. Yeah, I get it. I do get it. You're biased. You would like some more witchy vlog type videos, but you understand the hesitance to get too personal. Do you know what it is? Because of the witchy stuff, Neil, and you'll know what it's like. Like, I don't want to give people, I don't want to give people an avenue to come and attack me from a magical perspective. And if I reveal too much about my protection elements, like the dragons, you know, if I reveal too much of that on the internet, like, I would never tell anybody on the internet the real names of the dragons, because you can say Wispy. Wispy means fuck all. It's a nickname. It's not the name that I use to invoke them before I start my readings. And it's I don't want to give any of that away. I don't want to share too much from that personal protective element, because it's keeping me safe. And because I know for a fact, like, again, this isn't for this channel, but I know for a fact that there are people that have worked against me and, you know, magically in the past. I know that. I absolutely know that, because I've had that experience, and no doubt we'll discuss that on a podcast at some point. Like, there are people within the witchy realms that are incredibly negative and are, you know, evil witches. And there are, and they do exist. And there are psychic vampires, and there are people that would use witchcraft and magic to try and do me over and hurt me and hurt Rufus and the dogs and people I care about. And so there is always going to be an element where, you know, because what I do isn't TikTok witchcraft. It is genuine. And because I genuinely put myself into my spell casting and workings, and I genuinely do use a lot of, you know, me in my craft. Oh, I've got this. Oh, this would have been perfect. Look at this liner. That would have been perfect for today's look. Maybe I'll go over the blue. There we go. Oh, this is really nice. It's the MUA Shadow Liner Precision Gel Pencil in the shade cream, sorry, ocean blue. It's like an aqua color. So yeah, I mean, there are ways, but yeah. The tarot readings are the only reason people join on Sundays. You should be paid for the talent. Well, no, because the whole point of the Sundays is that, like, it grows the channel, and you know, I do free readings to promote the channel and to promote what I do, and it does get people. You know, people have come to the channel and stayed because of the free reading. People have come and, you know, bought items from the shop. Not a lot of people do that, but you know, people have bought items from the shop. People have, this is a lip liner, so I'm going to use this in a minute. People have done that, and it's worth it for that. You know what I mean? So it is something that there is a payoff, and there is a benefit. In all honesty, there really is. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it all the time. But I enjoy it. I also enjoy doing readings. It's a skill that I have. It's something that I don't mind putting out into the universe. And again, it's something that long term, it will benefit me. You know, it will be something that people oops, see, I've just done the clicky thing, and I'm still live on there because I'm using a different camera, but I've just actually, on my laptop, I've just clicked off the thing. Wow, that was so cool that I've done that. Anyway, right, let's go back in. But yeah. Oh, misbehave is off. Okay, misbehave. You got to go to the shops. All right, my darling. Have a lovely day. Oh, right. Right, okay. If we're talking about Ness's channel, right, let's talk about Ness's channel. Not to give you any slack, Ness, but a couple of things. I agree, absolutely. I totally agree with Anita. Stop slagging yourself off, right? Don't slag yourself off. Other people are going to do that. You're on the internet, right? There are plenty of people that are going to be, oh my God, who is this person? They think they can do makeup. I've had people call me a fat bitch, a man. I've had people go, oh my God, what the fuck's that? A man or a woman? I don't know. I've had all of those comments, right? I don't give a toss. I don't care. I'm putting myself out there on the internet. I'm expecting it. Go fuck yourself if that's what you think. I don't care. I've had people say, oh no, you shouldn't swear ever. I'm me. I do swear when I get angry or when I get upset or when I get excited. And I don't think swear words are a particular big deal. If you do, then fine, go to another channel. It's what I always say at the beginning now. If the dog's being on screen is a stickler for you, find another channel because there are babies. But don't put yourself down, Ness, because lots of other people will do that. And like, you shouldn't do that anyway. Like, you should always big yourself up. I think you are fabulous. I think you are authentic. I think your makeup skills have come on leaps and bounds in the last couple of years. I've looked at some of your older content recently. I think you've really, really grown as a creative makeup artist. The one thing I would say, and it's one thing that puzzles me a little bit, is, you know, when you do, like when you're filming and you burp, or you'll like, sometimes you've had a dribble or something, or you've coughed, like you can edit all of that out. You can edit that out. And it always surprises me that you don't chop those bits. And I know there's a certain element of being authentic, but there's also an element of like you don't have to show everything to everybody, you know. And it's like, when I'm filming, I take out a lot of the ums and ahs, and like when I go, oh, and I'm going to be using this elf, not elf, what's it called, this eyeliner. It's not an eyeliner, what is it? It's a mascara. So I'm going to be using this elf mascara. It's not elf, bloody hell, what is it? It's MUA. Right, so I'm using this MUA eyeliner. Oh, for fuck's sake, Lisa. MUA mascara. Right, go again. So I'm using this MUA mascara in the shade purple, and it's called Purple People Eater, and I got this one from the website. It was £3, right? I will go back and correct it and edit out the bit where I was going, it's an alpha concealer or whatever the hell I said. So that's one thing that I do, and it amazes me when other channels don't edit those bits. Now, I know that you're editing your own. By the way, I'm using the MUA Bronzed in the shade Solar Shimmer. Now, this is one that I set for declutter. Spoilers from the declutter video with the bronzers, but actually, it might be all right. Oh, it's very pale. I don't know whether it's even. Oh, it is showing up. Look. Oh, good Lord. Why do I do this to myself? I'm like, oh, it's very pale. I'll just ham it on without even really looking in the camera. But anyway, there we go. We're going to be a bronzed goddess today. We are going to be a bronzed goddess. There we go. Look at that. So it is warming up the skin. But also, this is what I was saying earlier, Holland. Like it's making this part of my face come forward, and it's taking this bit back a little bit. So it's slightly reshaping my face. And I'm going to just put this like down onto there, like so. So yes, right, what were we saying? Oh, I was talking about Ness's channel. But apart from that, I love your channel. I originally didn't get your intro thing with that dancing character. Now I really love it, and I love the music. I don't know where you've got the music from, but I really like that. I like how you film in the same place in your bedroom each time. I think that's really cool. I like how authentic you are. I like the fact that you choose your palettes. I love the fact that you talk about budget makeup and you show when you've gone in ham. I love that. I love the fact that you show when you're using those tape things. All of that I really, really love. I love the type of content you're using. I love when you talk about your empties. So yeah, I think you're doing really, really, really well. I enjoy watching your content. Sometimes I think it's a personal taste, because sometimes I think when I watch anybody do their makeup, like it's something I've started to do where I will show me doing one eye, and then I do the other eye either sped up, or I'll edit and then come back when it's done. That's something I've started doing, because for me, I'm just putting these palettes away, by the way. For me, it's one of those things where I'm like, oh my God, does somebody really want to watch me sit here and do the same thing on the other eye for ages? That's something that I find really kind of, for me personally, that's something that I don't really enjoy hugely. So yeah, you need a reading, Kylie. I will open up the, in fact, tell you what, while I'm on the computer, let me go across to Fiverr and, oh my Lord, switch to selling. Why am I not on the selling one? Why am I on the buying stuff? There we go. How do I do this then? How do I do the thing? I paused the gig and now I can't remember how to unpause it. That one. Oh, activate. Yay, it's active now. Have I got an order in already? I can't have an order because it should be paused. Yeah, right, there we go. It's live again now. God, I thought I'd done that already. My brain. You'd love it if we talked about where I learned witchcraft. We talked about where we started to get into it. It's on the podcast that just went up on the last Wednesday before Christmas, Nanette. So yeah, have a little look at that one. Everyone's saying bye to Ms, but it's your channel. You get to decide what to do. Exactly. Do whatever you want. And it's the same thing for you, Ness. Like, put whatever content out you want. Nobody says that if people don't like it, they won't watch. At the end of the day, that's the reality, isn't it? You know what I mean? If somebody's there going, I don't like that, well, don't bloody watch it then. You know what I mean? It's your content. You do whatever you want to do on your channel, my darling. If you want to do a second channel, do a second channel. I'll sub to it. I'll subscribe to it because I like what you do. I like your vibe. I like your energy. Which is why I was really happy to do a collab with you. And at some point, when this whole COVID corona-y thing is done and dusted, it'll be really lovely to actually hang out and actually like do a meetup, and we'll do some genuinely live collabs. That'll be really funky. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Kelly. Yeah, it's all on that one. You'll also do the titles. What? You do. And also the titles or comments that come up are always taking the mickey out of you. Yeah, don't take the mickey. I just think you should build yourself up, not down. No harm meant, Ness. You know what I mean. Yeah, I do. I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. You've seen it. You mean the books Lisa read? I think I talked about them on the, if you go back on the Witchy channel, have a look for top 10 tips for witchy beginners, I think it's called. The Cunningham books I read, but again, none of this is what I tell you what I've got at the moment. Neil, this will make you laugh. Look what I reordered after our conversation. Look what I reordered from that there interweb. Konstantinos. I reordered it because I was missing it. Anyway, I'm using the blusher. This is the MU8. Rufus is up. I can hear him in the loo. It's the it's this one. Look, it's this one. It's the, oh my god, that made me jump. It's the blushed in the shade Rose Tea. I'm nearly done, love. We were supposed to finish at like 1:30, but I've meandered, so I'll be ready. I'm going to rack on now because we're going out in a minute. Yeah, I know. It's because I was chatting. I didn't hear you get up. Right. Okay. So this is the blusher. This is in my Team Project pan, actually. It's very good. So there you go. Look, starting to shape the face now. I don't have an MUA contour, so I'm going to use my contour that's in the Team Project pan, which is this one, and I'm using the same brush that I use for my bronzer. Say again, love.
The only thing that that's not in it is just my my 4 weekly diaries. That's it.
Okay. Well, we've got take the weekly diaries out of my one, but I'm not going to use them. The food diaries. We can always get more. You agree about the tarot readings? You tend to wander away during the readings, but I understand it draws more people in. Yeah, exactly. And like honestly, don't feel that you have to watch me. I'm reading for other people, so at the end of the day, it's just really for the people that are reading. Yeah, you have. Yeah, we'll take 2 out of mine and 2 out of yours if you want. Really neat. I don't see that way. I think I get positive comments. I know there is no harm meant, neat. Suppose it just takes everyone else looking. Yeah, no, honestly, Ness, like be proud of your content. I would be proud of your content. Be really proud of your content. What Neat is talking about is, you know, when you've got like a little thing that comes up on screen and it says oopsie or look again, I messed up or whatever it was. So yeah, things like that. That's what she's talking about. I don't know what they're called. I'm not a YouTuber. It's just on the edit. It's the titles on the edit. If you're happiness, that's cool. Yeah, exactly. I just think you should be proud of what you do. And if you say to someone, that was shit, wasn't it? They're going to say, yes, it was. Whereas if you say, oh, that didn't quite go right, but you know, we live and learn, they'll go, oh yeah. You know what I mean? It's a different spin. You understand the worry about opinions of witchcraft and being challenged. Personally, don't mind if people come for your opinions, but with the podcast, you have the freedom to edit yours. Yeah, exactly. It's not about opinions, Neil. That's not what I'm worried about, because like people can disagree with me. I don't give a toss about that. That's the whole point of our, you know, adult conversation, is that we can have disagreements and still love one another, and you know, all of that. And people can have different viewpoints in life, and I think that's a positive thing. But it's when what I don't want to do is put stuff out there about how I keep myself and my family protected with the witchcraft, and then have, you know, somebody go, because Lisa does this particular protection sigil or this particular protection whatever, I now know how to undo that. You know what I mean? That's what I don't want to do. But yeah, you appreciate the feedback. Oh wow, look how far back we are. Right, I'm jumping forward a little bit. No mistake in how far Nessa's. No, your skills are really good. But yeah, you don't have that many videos yet, but I personally edit out my drinking, dropping stuff, and some swearies. Yeah, I know, right? I actually tend to record twice and splice together bits. Wow, no, I couldn't tell. That. That's really interesting. Yeah, I tend to cut out my drinks as well, because I've always got a drink in all my videos because I get dry. So I tend to cut those bits out. So yeah, that's always good. Yeah, Anita does one eye on camera, one eye off. Yeah, absolutely. You like the mad wee additional comments on screen, but I get what others are saying about being kind to yourself. Yeah, I think there's a fine line between going, ooh, oopsie, and going, dumb bitch. You know what I mean? There's a different vibe. Oh, well, be prepared for whatever I do a makeup video then, because I need to do both at the same time. Yeah. No, but it's not about, it's not doing them at the same time. It's about editing like one out, because I always do them both at the same time, but I will, you know, I will edit and cut when I'm doing the second eye, and then cut to like, oh, now I'm doing my eyebrow. So I'll do one eyebrow in person. In real life, I'm doing both at the same time, but then I'll cut and the second one magically is done. I just cut that bit out. It was a case to do what you want. Why did we start this conversation? Because it helps. I know, right, Neil? I know, right? Konstantinos. I was just like, I wonder if it's any good still. Probably not. The intro you love is changing by Saturday. Really? Wow. If you forget which shades you use and end up with two different eyes, yeah, absolutely. I do them at the same time. I just edit one out. Where are you off to today? We are going to B&M and yeah, B&M. Oh, and Aldi. That's where we're going. We've got to go food shopping. Does anyone want the book Under the Bramble Arch by Corinne Bayer? I don't know what that one is. I don't know. I don't know what that one is. She also went in there and picked up a treat from his bed. Because she came out and she had it in her mouth, and I was like, and she dropped it, and then she was like, she got up on the sofa and went, ooh. So yeah, I noticed. He's been a good boy today. He's been up and down on here though. He's been. Oh, is he? Yeah. Yes. Well, no, I mean, at the end of the day, Cal, you do you. It's just that I know when I'm watching it depends. If I'm watching somebody do a tutorial, because it's YouTube, like you can pause it and go back. Are you going to do a live food haul? No, my darling, we're not. But I love the fact, hang on, I'm just doing my eyebrows using this MUA palette again. Nice. Little Eddie did a little poo on the carpet. I thought in the kitchen. I thought he might have done, you know, because he was in and out. I thought he was eating the skirting board again, because he does that. He does that. But right, what I was saying, Cal, is that like if I'm watching a tutorial, oh, this is perfect shade. Perfect shade. Why didn't I think about this for my eyebrows before? If I'm watching a tutorial, right, I can always pause it and then do the other eye. Whereas what I tend to do, because obviously if I'm watching you do your makeup and I'm following along, then like chances are I'll have to go, hang on, how did you do that? Right, hang on, what was that? Oh, hang on, how was that? How did she do that? What did she do there? Oh, right. It takes me a bit of finagling. Whereas if on a video, I can actually then pause it and go back to it and replay that bit and, you know, all of that. And even, you know, zoom in. So you don't have to show doing both eyes. And that way, if people are just like, if people don't want to see it, then that's fine. But what I will do is I will always show like I'm now doing my mascara or like doing one brow, because I hate it. Manny MUA does this all the time. He goes, right, I'm going to go and I'll be back. And he goes, back and the brows are done. I'm back. How do you do your brows then? Like, how did you do them? Like, don't just say back and the brows are done. If I'm following a tutorial, show me how you've done your bloody brows. Right, last step, everybody. We are going for, oh no, I need highlighter. We are going for a lip pencil. The only one I've got from MUA, oh, is buggered. Hang on, let me get my sharpener out. This is the good thing. This is so useful. By the way, I am loving doing my team project pan, because in here should be, look at this. I was about to say, in here should be my pencil sharpener, and it's not in here. No. Oh, yes, it is. I've got it. Jesus, I've got it. it's a bit like, you know, with a cooking video, like you wouldn't necessarily do a real-time cooking video. You would cut the 10 minutes it takes for it to be boiling on the stove or whatever. And it's the same thing with makeup videos. It's like, you know, not everybody needs to sit and watch you do everything, but if they want to, they can always go back over it. Does that make sense? I don't know. It's just my opinion. Like, everyone's got a different opinion, and I might be completely wrong. So if I am, ignore me. I don't know everything. We've been doing this channel for what, 4.5 years? All right, we abandoned it for a year. But in 4.5 years, we've only got not even 1,500 subbies. So I'm not a bloody expert on YouTube by any way, shape or form. I'm really not. I'm really, really not. I'm fighting and struggling and trying to get things all the way through. Yeah, exactly that. Like, you've seen me put lashes on and one goes up here and I have to take it off and then redo it and put it on again. Like, I show me if I'm following someone do their lips like now, like, and also when I had the fallout. And on the elf video that I've just filmed, there's a moment there where I have a cut and shut moment. It's like, it's important to show that things fuck up and to show how you fix them. I think it's really important to do that. Anyway, this is in the shade Slowberry. It's like a purpley shade. So it's going to go with the acrylic lip pout that I've got in a second. Right, here we go. So I'm doing the cross. Oh, this pencil's very dry. I mean, to be fair, the pencil is very, very old, but it is super, super dry. A bit crumbly. Oh, that's better. Was there any post? No. Okay. I thought I heard something come through the door earlier. It was me. No, not you. By the way, everybody, look, my husband is here. Yeah. I know. Just saying, look how cute he looks. Isn't he cute? Isn't he a handsome man? I know you do need a haircut. Look at this. Look at this. Look how big this is. Look at that. Oh, I love it though. I love it. He's such a handsome dude, isn't he? He's such a handsome dude, my husband. Lovely, handsome. You are? I might be when I'm a bit slim. No, God. It keeps, again, don't put yourself down, love, because like there's plenty of people that will do that for you. Ness says, hi, Rufus. Hiya. Kelly says, hi, Rufus. Hi. Go on, one by one, say hi to him, and then he's gonna have to say hi to each of you individually. So yeah, Rufus is now doing the Instagram for this channel. How cool is that, everyone? Isn't it? So cool. So yeah, here we go. Right, a bit crumbly this lip liner. Wow, it's very old. Shorts and stuff that no longer like a pretty size. What, too big? Even my old yeah, they do. They do. Kylie says, smile, Rufus. Nanette says, hello, Rufus. So hello. Go on, give them a smile. There you go. He smiled. You want that? You want that? That's your bit. Nanette, we've got your box to go to the post office today, but I'm looking at the time. It might not go out from them until tomorrow because our post office is a bit crap. And 1:30. Is it? If it goes out before 3 o'clock, then. Well, it might not be over there. It might have already gone because it's Thursday. They have different days. Over there, but I'm saying down. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, it could be. It could be. We'll get it out to the post office. It'll either go out today or tomorrow, Nanette. Yeah. So either way, it'll be on its way to you ASAP. It'll just end up in the parcel office. Yeah. Well, if I take it over there, because I've got a feeling they might have had the collection like any minute now. Because I was supposed to be gone an hour ago. I've got my thing anyway in a minute. Yeah. But yeah, either way, it'll be out. It'll be out
You have to wait until he's finished using
this liner is not the best, I've got to admit. Right, so we've got color wise from MUA, I've got the velvet lip lacquer, but this is in a neon pink, so I'm not using that one. So I've got two colors, everyone. We've got the velvet matte long wear liquid lip in Carefree, which is a nudie tone, or we've got the Power Pout acrylic in Potency, which is like a berry tone. So what do we think? Do we think berry? I think maybe go with the berry, because I think that'll go well with the green and also what I'm wearing. So yeah, right, let's try that. Oh wow.
That's his. Yeah.
I mean, there you are, look, Kelly, showing you a cock up straight away there.
Yeah.
This is a little bit dry, it's a bit old.
All fun. All fun now.
Mm. There we go. Oh, I quite like that. Oh, there we go, everyone. Wow, that is going to I was about to say to you all that might have to go, but that is definitely going to stay. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Oh, I'm loving it. Oh yeah, we do. What, exotic fruit? Yes, we've got exotic fruit coming tomorrow. You'll have to see the exotic fruit. There is some highlighter coming. That's the next step. So I don't have an MUA highlighter. Say again, love.
You wanted to eat a little bowl of food. What are you getting at?
If you want to eat a little bowl of poop.
Yeah, what are you eating out?
What do you mean? Oh, the cod bow.
No,
it was the cod bow.
It's called a wood apple.
Also called a cod bow. Yeah, that was the one. The wood apple was lovely. Right, I'm using the Revolution glass mirror illuminator, the one that looks like Manny MUA's packaging. I love this. And this is the highlighter that I'm using today. So a little bit of highlighter. Oh, and then a little bit of spray, and it's done. I wouldn't Ness. Like Little Miss Budget is the perfect name. Little Miss Budget is perfect. If not, on top of the thing there, where all the stock is, all of the candles and scented things, there's a load of in the box at the top. There's a load of packaging in there. Just use one of those. There we go. Little bit of highlighter, bit down the nose to bring the nose forward, bit on the Cupid's bow, a bit down there. You see, again, this is where we've done the whole bringing everything forward, sending all of this back. You can see it live and in person. And what I'm also going to do is I'm not going to use that brush, actually. I just decided I'm using a brush that I've not used today, so it's not got any blue on. And I'm just going to use a little bit of the highlighter as a brow highlight. Are ready? Are you ready? You ready? Just here underneath. Okay, use one of the packages up there then. There we go, everyone. There we go. No, honestly, Ness, Little Miss Budget is perfect because that could be anything. That could be budget car mechanics. It could be budget shopping. It could be absolutely anything. You are Little Miss Budget. Whatever you film is about your life. So we're following Little Miss Budget. We're not necessarily following makeup or hair care or whatever else. We're just following you. So yeah, that's what I would say. Just keep it as is. Honestly, love. Honestly. Like, we overthink it. Rufus said this, didn't you, love? About when I started the second channel, you were like, why not just put it all on the same one? And I was like, no, I can't. And he was right. Yeah, I just overcomplicated things for no reason. Sometimes I need to learn to listen to my bloody husband. You know what I'm saying? I really do. But don't tell him I said that. Bit more of this highlight on, because it has gone a little bit hard pan, I think. That goes back into my Team Project pan. The only last step is a little bit of my setting spray, which is the So Dope from the Team Project pan. I don't have an MUA one, otherwise use it. Love this one. And there we go, everybody. That is today's finished look, using one of the most budget brands. Thank you very much, Nanette. My makeup looks good. Thank you. It's one of the most budget brands. Is it? It's a Unicorn Cosmetics Glow Things highlighters. I didn't know that, because Makeup Revolution had it, and they basically they got taken to town by Manny MUA, because he said that it was his design and that Revolution had copied it. Revolution then, of course, said that they had bought it at an event, a fair thing, you know, for makeup items and products. So yeah, but anyway, everybody, there we go. That is the finished look. I hope that I hope you've enjoyed today's stream. I've had a lovely stream, actually. I thought it was really interesting today, talking about everything and anything. I've had a really, really fun time with all of you, and I thank you all so, so much for being here today, and for chatting and for all of that. It's been a really lovely stream. Obviously, I was supposed to be out the door an hour ago, so yeah, that's going to be a bit of an issue now. But anyway, thank you so much for joining. And I hopefully will see you all on another live stream very soon. Don't forget, tomorrow evening, I've just put my brushes away and I've still got my brushes out. That's not good, is it? Don't forget, tomorrow evening, 8 o'clock UK time, we are over on Kirsty's channel, The Kitchen Witch, for her Friday Night Natter, 8 o'clock UK time. So I'll be over there in the chat as always. So yeah. I'll be over. Oh God, I've got to put this away as well. I'll be over there in the chat, and I know that many of you will be there as well. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining me on this one. If not, if you can't make Sunday, I will be over on the Witchy channel on. No, if you can't make Friday, I'll be over on the Witchy channel on Sunday doing some live tarot readings and a little bit of a healing circle and things like that. So yeah, if that is something that you would like to be a part of, do come and join me over there on Beyond Authentic. The I in Authentic is a 1. It's been another mammoth live stream, even though I did say we were going to finish in 2 hours and we've gone on for 3.5. But you know, it's just what we do on this channel. But yeah, thank you so much. Have a fabulous day, and I will speak to you all very, very soon. Thank you so much. Thank you, Anita. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Nanette. Thank you, Miss Budget. Thank you, Neil. Have a lovely time, everybody, and I will see you all very, very soon. All that's left to do is to click this magic button, and to remind you all, if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button and hit the hang on, there's another comment just popped up. Where's it gone? Living's Budget, you really love the look. Thank you. See you all on Kirsty's channel tomorrow, and don't forget to press the thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you to Kylie as well. Yeah, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, then ding your bell, change your notifications to all so YouTube notifies you each and every time that I upload a video. Do you want the narcissistic mandatory narcissistic montage, the narcissistic one? There we go. That's the finished look today. I will see you all either tomorrow or on Sunday. Take care, everyone. Whatever you're doing, make sure you're safe. And as we always say, stay you, stay safe, stay authentic. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.